ono so oboy ma ya ehwehwe nsem bebree finances inspiration bibia oboy mu bebree Mr. Obendako ono so ha ayi nim say che bia Monday ya the share so how to beat the system and build wealth in Ghana and the part 2 ba and part 2 how to beat the system and build wealth in Ghana part 2 and yeah de ba Bechiamu nyina. Bechiamu.
Yozo baby.
Yo. Kwasi. Ene da so ne. Yana kan be seni pa baka kran sana. Mama yi ba de nyehwe in the middle no betumi asa aka bibi kakra bai.
Okay.
Asa no bibi kakra mai fa my history de bia yin say yabakosem. Enye bibi bia ye didi agro ntino. Boy kakra wa ha. E de ne wo mai.
Sharp. Yeah, for both me that's it. Thank you, legend. Yeah, cheer for you baby. I'll share free beer. Yeah, and then so today in African history, per se share slave trade, but slave trade na can briefly, and yet transatlantic slave trade na there's a befa before free a big medium bar America and I said don't call plantation, and yet na come back today in history, per se one of the most silent or least or less talked about slave trade, yet trans-Saharan slave trade. And I said the Eastern slave trade, and I said the Arab slave trade. And no cry a church transatlantic slave trade, and that one actually they cause a lot of atrocities compared to transatlantic slave trade. But it be my and say okay, say be a haram and I say taboo bisa, but it span over if I say 1300 years, because I started from the 7th century or around 50 AD, 650 AD. So I side on and I started free, and it was even to like 20th century, trans-Saharan slave trade in even as current as 2007 Malawi, there were traces of those kind of like slave trade in El near Emma we know ya kese pan say ohwe East Africa and West Africa ho na sa dwumadi ne ne ekoso nti ye fa nipa free Niger, ye fa nipa free Nigeria, ye fa nipa free Somalia crampo, ye fa be free Sudan, ye fa nipa free Tanzania. And the hub of this slave trade, just like transatlantic slave trade, the hub became New York. Is here for Wall Street, it became the hub of it. Over trans-Saharan slave trade, now the hub of it was Zanzibar, Tanzania. That was the hub of it. And nipa no move free chirichiri ni omoka chirichiri beto ye de move free chirichiri ni de maba na ese ho no you free ho ye do kofa Indian Ocean, we are taking you to Mediterranean side ho, the Persian Gulf, the those Arab places like Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Oman, even Turkey. Turkey was even part. Istanbul, they were even part. And the painful part of this is that it focused more on Emma and Nkwara. The reason is because transatlantic slave trade, the focus was to get men who are robust, strong, energetic, who can work on the plantation. But we know the Arabs focused on females and Nkwara because they use these females as for sexual pleasure. They were sleeping with them anyhow. They were sleeping with the women anyhow. And then they will castrate them and answer what the intention was that you will not be able to build any further generation. So at the end of it, we had about 10 million people who actually died through this. Because mind you, didn't ban from West Africa and East Africa, Oberfar Desert, so at some point, nearly about 50% couldn't even make it to Zanzibar, the hub of it. And those who did not even accept Islam, different. And the reason why Islam became very rampant in Western Africa, Mali, Senegal, Nigeria, and those places, it was because they forced it on them. For you to be able to be free, for you not to be massacred, you have to accept the religion. But the entire can once and do a having seen a Kana team be out here, yes, be sorry, no, Cape Coast Cast and I say Mina Castle, no. there was a chapel on top, and there were dungeons beneath. The other religion, which is the second most populous or popular religion in Ghana, which is Islam, they also did a lot of atrocities. And that trans-Saharan slave trade, it could nipa chain any form of slave trade that had ever existed on this planet. And it lasted about 1,300 years. That is from the 7th century up to about 13th century thereof, or even 19th century thereof. And it caused a lot of atrocities. And in the see some now being and Jim Tumana say look down on it. But then we want you to know some of the atrocities that in the name of religion these people did, and the aftermath. And the aftermath is the economic repercussion, political repercussion, even your identity. Even your identity was changed. You'll be free. You'll be a Sisalani, but you didn't Mohammed bin Salman. You have no identity. Sans no bin so the ABO free Cape Coast or the Charles Nelson. You literally quote unquote have no identity, but it has become the norm. So unimisa history now about the trans-Saharan slave trade caused a lot of atrocities, and that is how Islam became very rampant in these Western African countries, and even Egypt. It was by conquest. They forced it on them, and it caused a lot of atrocities, especially on women and children.
Wow. We say the entire kind of casio. That's the entire kind of casio cry. Welcome, Ubia, Echa Ubia, Nana Kwame, Ubia. Ya mumi hu baby amushi free life baby amushi free so mama hu baby free. Yo, bro. I said last Monday you start take kakra no how to beat the system and build wealth. Let me say baby boss kakra na fi yakod deep kakra. Yeah, can be say the system cry any day. We ya that you just see bobo any kakra. The system no cry any day. That means this time be ono ma yinyina ba bi disi. Ya faswa ba bi dru ba bi a emu bibiri ho no a omo say ye mom no dey fine emu bibiri hu say na nkoyi na wa so utna se we woni ama yie utta se we no start say wo kasa wo start say wo kire ne ama so no amanfo di ho adanse amanfo yi we nti fa ekosa wo system na na etisa no bobo so kakra mayen na fa system bi so a nipa bibiri di ho adanse no enso no fa maya e di agukwam na afi ye nto aso free o.
And Professor, why are they? And history not can come can. And I don't know. And I know my way, I wasn't catch. I try from an anarchy train. Service only what at them learning to a while with Kawaku. So, and a Mudona history cacrano. Yamona, Yadu, no 70 years, you make a girl. One more money, how many orders woman? Into your house, yeah. Because you history there, it's everything. History na Africa trying to be omre. So system can say so here Africa baby the Islamic religion you can see the education system and normal create here we is frafreni sisalani we da gomboni obekra moni pe once on the or nama and now we share cremoni no share bibinia. Nitima kase wa he obeko cremoni in chain because no so many here sene and the bibini na way no. Christopher no say the same thing. Yet ha go for be queen yemfa ho se kokoma Israel. So so no ye kozayo ye kosro. Nti system ni bi no. That system na ma we refill ho. Nti bon say ye tete okra na kokuduro kra ni eni umu na wo de kra wo mpebie na sa system no diso a sebe wontimi enkoma se wo ye kra wo mfa ye ho nti basa na wote krom ha na wo ha na sam ketwa bia timi ye wahi na wabamtu wabamsu timi bunte ye obetima tra ye krom ha ma na ni aye den no ye de sebe de som we ne sa system no di hye mu no ye nsomo de ntia ye nnuane bebre pese o mo free ye ma ye mo ko baabi enso no okuta sika no sebe gina se wonim no na normal tete na dwen no ama na were fini ho no ebi ne de kankambo boss yi you know go school the same thing into ba omra no sika skura na wonte ase na omra so na dwen se wo so before adwuma nti de no abi no ndu bo so ha abaya wono abi ni salon wompeo iso ko Saudi Arabia ko maid ema Arab ni so hu wo krom ya wo doctor wompe iso ko America ko caretaker o se dollar ni mo den mo du sine sidi wo boa enye dollar ni mo du edu sisi ya dia to ni tirim se ni krom nye obi kwa se wuduru abotira na se wuduru heaven tiwe mu nyina na ma anam ntuo ni jese gina bia wo besi bia no bo se eno akutia wo go sebe no ma sa system no de ema yenye ehuni na ema yenye so de wo so ntu wo krom ha wo ye de papa bia kra na over wonsum ye na unhu ni yeso the time bia bo so de cedi no compare dollar no and say am wa America be $2,000 and Ghana misika so the minister o America o $2,000 o ye hiani so nti ya ka chero ko read statistics no ko e ka so be poor krom ha ko statistics no nyam na America just was a car say be many enko just go and search that's why the internet is there never more ye kasika for so much $2,000 a month there be kasika for the millions into how men convert ma ha fatra ko no wa mu di ho so until as say adu see the change kakra bi no was say obuafu nye obu na afuo cost of living cost ro ho nti kakra na 100 na de be ya say mo han say unya o de ba ya ni 100 na say o Ghana ha de say obuafu system no wa bi no nti ase no say be system no ma oti sika ase na ma oti investment ase see security wealth ase a o mpre ho kra say o ko baby because what is our processes na say na system no say be the old system ni you atwen free sa no mani nyina so especially ya etimi ko school kakra no kra de na nya kra go e de ne etete adwen say wo ba ya be pa adwuma nti o ko school wie na o ka so o mie provision shop wa o say da bi won ko school abota 20 minutes on koko so onko ye banjifu a so ntimi nya onno nto se ntimi no but o figana ko Italy o betima don tos e de ntia because baby atete me say ni kromo de anya nti yedie no sabe ya ha no so if you are running with the old system obetwan moa odwen se sidi no Ghana wontimi mo bra ma nye yedie kra wonti ase na wo kra won sanye o mugedie unya bi nka ho the old system nso ma wo twa nyame ma wo yure nyina akɔhye religion mu nti wona wo se tambi a wo so dae kra na wo so dae nura udi dokno ne nkyinam na wo da be 12 o'clock nti ebo be 2 na wo so dae na wo bi edi wachi o ka kope pot adechi yero kope prophet wa kire o dae nim o system na o so fie de muti nyina ko jisiga duro ade akodi wa yesu muni eni munyam kra why is the whole system trains you through these avenues se wono sebe onye ni pakra so enti ye mude do no ano of be via dey say ye mude do no ano whole system na needed yeah
yo no be kase em say your friend say kwaku ka about book maybe obenya can come so nya no Amazon the book no can Rebirth of African consciousness no
consciousness
even Amazon, let me say, ISKS crying, and then all major. It's not only that book. Almost all these books that will liberate you, history, and it's intentionally scarce.
Also, why na sa book na sa ira? Why na ba kupe bi apie? Sa yo try different issue a bi obenya bi. Yeah. Now sometimes we call website do an hour request say bi me pe book bi say ato a.
Me on the number ha, me the number to obi.
Okay, and yeah, how they two anaka man for what me get in touch.
You be our personal friend so bet me the assembly.
Okay, good. Yo,
the better chatting.
Kwesi, any kwe?
Yeah, legend. Thank you. Yes, religion there. How they are me in time continue. So a back system now. On say okay, we say one real system so all the old one in there train nyame but ye news na bia enwuma ye tat ni say ma twen rade anim ya toto sanyu ni nyina but sometimes I ask myself, do we really understand what we are saying? And then with your program only, I think Mr. Blaze, if I'm not mistaken, yeah na o cast me say nipa onim die na kire mpa ba obo was it nipa onim die na kire mpa ba obo. And the same way, no nim dia about system, then I kire ebra oyeden obo. Because yeah, me the basic question is here where papa Dr. Ose Kwame Despite
Yes.
think the knowledge he has about Ghana system, you know,
Yes.
and that is why he has been successful.
That's right.
Because ono onim die bia different from here what Ghana ni nyina ni enim no ntina or system na mu no nso no why den why yi. And my question is a legend, especially young ones no. How can we really humble ourselves to learn? Obu a opeso osua but chinchina we gina obroni say efre bibi cognitive dissonance. Onya obesua but waje gina mu. So sani power no. Obesity and BT system because one a part of you wants to learn the system.
Yes.
But a part of you is also saying that that's my second when you're near Drew.
Okay.
How can this person beat the system?
The ahombrase na enya o. Even mo kra sebe omo se omo na say so ma system no. Aye dey ye. So do no ano ya ntwa ne ka boso me no won timi di no. Eno kra do omo timi ye di ye ho no. Omo one sign of ahombrase ana se obi a okofom kosua de menka ne say e kire se ono tambia no nimdie bia no wo pebi. Nimdie bia wo pebi. To bon say mfa ho ba bia nimdie ni free okoje. Eno na kire se obetima di ye. Enti se wonye obi a otimi ekofom ekopenimdie a na kire se onam ohia kwanso. Mo be kire especially yedi a wankasa wode wadwen ne nukre ekriti because yedi no yom bebreu ye oba kwa sisi ya onya political position onya Mercedes Benz onya Land Cruiser watodan wamfa na dwen ekriti position onya aye no na wono anya bi nya na dwen ekriti ene ye wode owia so ene ye wode ono ankasa etete ne mowrem de ba komienu miensa ahyehye ye mudodo no anu sa positions na ede sa warrior so ni ma eba no over ye mo bebre yenya 99% of us yenya sa access no you calculate all the political positions now divided by the number of people we live in the country, it's less than 1%. So and this how kind of me try na manya political position na make ye tia me kare mo bebre yenya open multinational company no be CEO e mo bebre yenya dia ka say me no nyina no nyansa ne abotra mbebe kwa bia sika wa obetima wia no kwa ye access ho se even say ya dwen kwa se ye duru ho na se be wia wo sika wo nya bi kwa wo men ho no wanya bia wia e kire se wo no so ba fo
na wo ko wia kwa wonya that chance no kwa ro ko
wonya access no kwa ro wia enti dia kan ya be bo wa enti so no ye je chinya wo fa ka me betima predict se wo ho ba kire wia se so wan kasa ototo no ma ye na wodi adi enti eno no tuba ba ko ne se woni ahobrase na woni obi a wo pa desua na waso ntia asema and just be prepared say you struggle through life and I many times those who have some kind of higher degrees or higher education struggle through life because it's very difficult for them to go to the level of better as I said the minimum nyina na nye no se me ko sua de foforo o mo na ya no mo ta aka say obi a waye bia no yesunsun bi edro enya no koresa obi a watimi akuta yedie mu mfia aduonu bia mfia aduanan mfia aduonu no enye krono no boy ye nyansa bia wowo eni ntiro okuta de so ne san grofo no hia na wona omodi nkoma bonze ne na dwe ne fasika ho ne sisi toto no ma no be bia da no wodi enu nuru ho eni ntira wanya saade wanya ne bi akokoduru a wowo nhyeso a wowo modem a wobo wada no wo ye adwuma so mu si dwen no eni dodo no a dwen no ense ye dewru a ye boy etima ka che se an komo na san krofo ni di ne kokua mu no di ne ye bone ha eni ntina nipa ne bebre wo so kakra bi mu a otimi de kɔ so enti abrante so obe so okoso de na obe so okoso a ofa de eti ye kika ya fa wakaka bensem no to nchen ye nyina yebetima bio fa sa wa otu no ne sa no man fa to nchen so ope yedie dia on be yedie dia no problem just go so but so ope so die dia de kan akwa adwendwum because enye aduro ento to ye endia e modemo
Yo, and you move Brisriana, you feel say just to add to the Okano say, one, Nipano, when you're scantino be here, and I say, why, your friend saying, Nitrimo was his syncro this animal. So, Shima, will be a when you're scabia, now was his syncro and I say, we a faker, and check. It is a water idea, and idea now, water. Anyway, your friend is saying, say, if I say, would be Afra, and I water, and then your papa. And Jebiano, I'm off with him. It is any panel soon cost 10 years, 20 years, not sad and or yet. Say, I was forced to 3 more, said, yes, he cannot, Umubun Crawford. Say, me bow on what woman catch me, as a so my hobby.
That's right.
Hey, may the cabby see us to say, you will be blue on wife, because of that in crying in the crown. Yempecue any move for advice, no. May the man be what ha, very prominent man. Or ye way. Na me Martini di me hu ne da. Na me ye program bi se ya na na me ka about credit ne sa anyama na. Eti me che no oba mu no so state say the me kan ye, but sometimes you drew maybe we say otimi calculated risk. I was so tiki ne ka about housing kra. Em say no kra ka ho asem na wo ka we say otimi je the friend saying you have to take the credit. So far as any so kwakudi wo num wo dey to fie because enu so appreciate ni sa anyama no. Timini na make agrokra na can say over we dey person can me talk coffee ma na kai o accept obi ana ka me nia you see as no catch me say you mu bebre hon ma especially ye mu ya na fi say san krofo no ma ye kakra no mo ye we o dey coffee chance ye din komo ne ade che say na person me can brain ya me catch you straight yeah and sometimes no I will see approach those people. Yeah, was he approach it? Now, yeah, I drink crazy. Oh, we grab a catch as all cockroach, do we just get through?
Because I would Illuminati.
I was here, you said, in free trim near the making sure say, and yes, sir, that yo, my yemra another one ho to say the Okano. Me ha meta de me am ho ye example kakra say the hwe niama the way emphasis school time from nkoremu ba kakra ne ade me hwe niama bibri a me na me ya ene ba bia na ma adwen da I would say shia because I say ope say you bisa say ope say o ye de o say ope say me yi enso nya sika bia na wadi I say you are not aligned with what you want to do. What is the mention? You must be brohonuma. Who can say they live in the past and they don't live in the present. They live in Ghana, but they don't live there. It's a maybe or more ye. Bibi o ye bia. Na dream na so free kunti no.
Yeah.
It's even crown obi de onye na so obetwen. Ne mo mutimi ye adwuma na bibi sa meskaba. And so because say when living in the presence need to know. Sa scanning na about on to 20 years. Sankrofo no ho na adwenya nse bibia ni Ghana no sankrofo san de na ebe yo mana se de na e catch room na de na obe catch room say because I lived that life before.
Okay.
Whereby
okay. Me what point to be am listed here. I can go through them.
And you took off that crown now where you be at me the
all right. Adana African consciousness in the history.
Yeah.
And I think so who the obetini
yeah.
The other thing I make is being positive.
Yeah.
Because I see more the sound of money in Asia. I say there 25 years ago and I work Ghana. The same information you know was wrong. In Kaube say maybe any semico. The other one critical financial education.
Critical financial education.
Yani. So who usikas nim the end was wrong. Kakrabi yokuta ubiano. And you Ghana information. Information is okay. The average person or time make a crash every year. It is all has a whole big crowd of maybe who says Ghana. And now say yes, oh, the big crowd number 40,000 a year, 50,000 a year. Now, no, Usika would cock on so crowd $100,000. Sebe, oh, qua, over question.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, what I over question. Because many of us, the entire making sad decision is because we don't have critical financial education. Yeah, you move a brave to sit there, I can see atom Tomako dear brochure. I see a new go here quite enough as we say in your Sicano. We go across from crab 20. Yeah, go across master. When you scout, and I was there, brochure, send me idea in me. And in the water house, we are brochure in the idea of a good thing. We need to say baby, yes, no room, and normal, you look at credit a bit my BTC system. But my dream you can diffuse that about financial education equals. So critical financial education. Also the man when you can you move brave in fear 25, 30. That financial education will form. It's very low. Especially when you cry baby crash started say yeah, you might have bank in the day. Sabi so financial education was right. Who first pay now say first job don't find kwaji bosia ever go talk out. Enter when you 100,000 don't find kwata asase and pray was all the consider. This is financial education was right. Obo say we normal be brave physical only different. But the only education need no. Offer 10 bia we changing the shoe, the suit sleek. Or year party, ni pay 5,000 but bosome no you take 2 weeks. Now was say enough for say Jack on sort me out in a Toma na just say my yaman on the 10 be Toma no yaman because some information no anyhow. The other thing business education. Entrepreneurship. You come here you fact to netra. You the business netra. The beti many abrofo no dey compete kakra. Obi a wo ye business dia. And there's all proper information on business survey. Business bia we bia na bibi kakra free mobile bia na won say wo solve problems e won yes no so proper financial friends business education on him say the wa sha ase bia no a sika ba mu no enyini ene na won kwa wa sha ase o kina no fa ma nkora me enum yensa 9 num ndu bo say ni be 20 years no na won say adwuma na wo sha ase wo mpaase no na etimi afọ dipa wo ha ama say adwuma na timi ama wo bedi ye ba Esikafo bebre okrom here, we be so almost say first business there na ekwa. Can tell you say na nyefe. Nyefe kura bebre no nyefe what stories na tim say okra say o say starting say be kura okra o ye. So it is a what sir and your education na is education here constructive. Ya dia ya tete wo mu a be de ekobia no hu. Echi a wo be hu. Emre be du ansa na woduru ho. And normal we here and what you did kunim nyina what pay no also because you tete wo. And this is as I may start a business business here ya. Minim say sika or some de ko sha ase no. Ni se me de bosa sha ase. Minim say adwuma no say me start na me nkwa me na me ya e be duru ani mo no metima fa nipa bebre akom. Aban regulators ni ade nyina no because am aye ba akom yenu miensa no. Metime hu say sa business we say be di ya me hu. Say enko yesu ame hu. So because they say no was anti-as here, was actually the other thing is continuous self-education. So we bet me the year where you my muha when you will be a 10 bia no wadaw 10 bia opening the from 10 bia the one who pay bia kan you want say omo na was ha obo 10 bia wo your program we betrase no tie to want say 10 bia na dwene mo bie enti sa nipa no and no bet my catch said the business no way no one kwabrochire one ton business no kwabrochire and pass one ton go e dey ntia because they say na dwene mo bie the 10 bia wo challenge na dwene na ye dada so bet my track room ya no the year you can't take this thing out. Continuous self education you can't take it out. So we you free mu pe e dey say the other second year adwuma na won se no e duru ba bia bebre into omo ta brepa omo ta ka se me koye we could to me be build the business na be successful we could build the business was be successful be duru ba bi na so sha trouble bi abon se na ba mu abu the intent na ba mu ya abu is because self education continuous self education oni nkrofo atem bi omo ka the negativity the intent ade nye the intent ga na the intent na bufu ado aban se no ba ma ban susu abasa bo se nkomo na odi no won sua dia ekwepo no and the second no esia no nti bo so wo betimi atena ha na we the year we will be atembia wo sua de wo pesu and no there you can sacrifice it nti say YouTube wa bay say Facebook wa bay and then ko for kire no ma bebre no tambia bonso woto no osua We constantly because you know net napping. And this is a bit matter the year medical can be. The other one is spiritual education, surprisingly. Because yes, I could be here, I wouldn't. Yes, I'm going
spiritual education.
Yeah, spiritual education.
As I go over for so much.
And yes, I was at it.
Yes.
And I want to we are maintaining a business and say, an empire, one boy team, fast year, 1 year tea. 2 months attempt when it wouldn't time granted at your after we did about yet in Quasum. Because one would here, better room, and as you know, here, comedy whom, and it's also what the year were hard. Ye dear no one else say, because what spiritually while educating them. And in effect, in our practices, say Islam, say Christianity, say traditional religions, one name principles be a call spiritual laws or draw no creka. So, justice, these are called spiritual laws.
Yes.
And found so you Christian and as a one sorry, these are spiritual and make spiritual laws. They are different from your religious laws. Spiritual laws are the laws that bring the best of attitude of operation. Attitude of operation. So you are operating at a very high level because your philosophies and your principles are highly spiritual. And no, just a human hour and yes, can quentin open. But the values, one case our brother now born on him say it's not just about sikan quentin by a higher principles of life. TNT na wo business way na wo be and was how grow so. Is it just because of money? Or because one who be out and says, oh, your business way? So what was that Subina, Sebe, and as I was Auntie Asena, and found one which they back. Because now it goes beyond money. And it goes beyond your very existence. And that is the spiritual education. So it's beyond material gains.
Yeah.
When he said, I don't know, Dr. Nkrumah, so more. The reason he kept fighting is because it was not just about fame
or the money.
It tied to his very existence as a human being. His destiny was tied to it, and that's the spiritual education. And you move brain, you miss answers, you know. To be honest, our brother Bonan has a tin now, baby. I say, me, $2,000 in the association city, or no one can be. Into both of much on common say, I'll be doing much. God, spiritually, you're weak.
Hey.
So spiritual education you have to give to yourself. And yes, of our member just as some kid to be here. And go for baby jaw. You are man. If you don't have strong spiritual education, you'll be depressed, you'll be dejected, and you'll give up.
Can hold kakra bi because once I had the sense spirit be my religion. My mouth and my mouth on tears here. The moment I become spiritual, I know you say religion.
That's right.
Religious education by a spiritual education.
That's right. Spiritual education. A higher sense of being. The very existence of God. God is a spirit. Yeah. And God does not go to church. God is not religious. But God is a spirit. So that's different. And so being quite sorry about what is spiritual.
Yeah.
We'll be quite sorry when you're spiritual about it's a monetized, institutionalized faith. That's religion. But spirituality is an expression of the very God in you. The purity of the essence of God. That's spirit. So, and the basa as any panel, when we share one children can come say, but once a business. Once and one can send in I know you be a phrase here. Because one no the principles of the say do unto others as you would want them to
unto you.
That's it. To one no one person here, you be open. That is the spiritual man. And the spiritual man practices truth, love, justice, kindness, compassion.
Mm.
That's a spiritual man. A religious man will just fight you back. Vindictiveness. I mean, that's a religious man. What would the prophet attempt to become? That's a religious man.
Okoba
And
ode.
the boys are all bit do attempt how because what can I sorry I when you're spiritual or you're religious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a big difference.
Yeah.
And I think heaven is for the spiritual, not for the religious. If heaven exists,
but you to enchan kakra. I
Hey,
know you want to come why you over between free as here.
Yanko.
Yeah, go. Hey, I hope to say. I'm sorry for the new woman for name for the spiritual form.
The spiritual, they will go to heaven, not the religious.
Hey, as a babu.
Yeah. The fruit of the spirit is what?
Love.
It's not the fruit of the religion. The fruit of the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do
you yo. Nyama points ya can kakra no. I'm to say them kind. Sa kind of focus na omo de ebi omo ntwen. We say there are some people they have an issue bringing in money.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people who are simple so this can be bad ideas near there. Those people no no more live as the presence in Ghana, even in Ghana, so no teams and Adrian in your points here the buy. I remember Nyama. The reason why I did what I did at that time. Because I'm to me, money was an issue. Send me to me a crime fast to this car fee. But my dream back was not in Ghana.
Yeah.
My dream cry. And I mean say the public pre Ghana.
Yeah.
Almost to say me. No to say me that time.
Yeah.
Be brain so crazy because that idea from school na corner ye prison na Yankee na London na there no sa na dey start ya na ye na dey ko upia wadri ni sister we cry na adwuma na adwuma no cry na we cry still wani ni ho but say we the same adwuma no e wo Ghana you ho ye adwuma still you are not there but we free kro mu dia na wo ye adwuma dia ho dia fe dia wo no kra wo ye adwuma den no ho mum kra no dia na wo eti etre say sa system say the can last na ka say and you say no because say system because we go through no an edi ho komo na Yankee na dia I system bia e wo ho a chese no ho ni na edi what did they mention? There I go. I mean, you be used to have of course that that or cockra. I idea for Sanya Mano. Oh, this will be nice that force by a BBB we talk about at the home. So, you choose a Sanya money now, BBB. If I say any system now, I can also to me beat those things because when beat those things now, I mean, no case see, we work Casa Cemetery or and then I mean, any about Mary, no man, Casa. I TikTok a crown or church a crown, so I see a mouth with me, the goodness, no, when you answer, I don't have to me, I can say you will be a friend saying, Ghana, a child, a whole lot. So, because you go.
Yeah, legend. Yeah, and I mean, and I'm missing through my notes.
And then my true news,
so as some about my question is, I'm also trying to make free anger now for be free battle. Me too kind. Maybe the end of not me pretend me too kind. But maybe my problem at that time was that I was not informed about who I was as an African. Yeah, now CBI me took and they name me Tim Crab, but now even though we were Ghana, I didn't really know who I was. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. And this history near me and my dream by me also near my baby. And then that is going to lead me to my next question. Legend, why a system now? Bebre na no on say ye boaboa ye ho like if you are fabos no aboa ona na aboa is a very good thing. But I remember a video ba who can say abrabo no one obo one shishe and trend so be babe obi babe boa and one ba fine bounce what me wani na de ko anim. My question is about entitlement. You nipa we bre wo ho a wa na adwen say eye den a me wofa opompo e so oboa me. Ebia me bra opompo e so ye den oboa me. Ebia me nana madam fuwe opompo e so ye den oboa me. And then you be so ha when you say akwa we there like he has no option but you have to help me. Entitlement. Ya share nipa bebre ama they don't want to do anything on their own, but they are always expecting say, ebia ni nana ni wafa ni bra ni auntie ni sister bi e de sika bi be de e be bre titim bia o twen obi. Sa microphone then e be ka kire omo.
Another qualification ya obetim that na come your self-reliance. Obi a wagye atum so ono ana bebo na brabo okroma. Tubu anvan say ni parents nyina na wo fa mo ne ade nyina wa abrochire but ono wato na dwi. Odwen say yeso emfa ho dan na abusua no ma omo wo. They say I had that disposition. My memo wo dan na ade but yeah he say be high singing room na ade yatim. E de no omo wo no na ya dwi ni so sa. E de entia because of person tana. Now the other thing is independent thinking. So better you have to be independent in thinking. Obi antimi nka asem bia na odi akire. Una fufu antimi nkeka bom so ye kwa brochire o so kra oni obi aho. And that resourcefulness, you're able to work with little to do much. The make when you have a say nipa obeti matera kromi ano say sa normal we ni bi ni trimu a ya na ede. Because the basa wo dwen say no fa no wa brochire no so be fa no ko. Do no hangi na brabo. Obi kura ware. Wo ma enzo ma me nkwara ne man school fees no. Ofre ni sister sebe wanyini che no a ono kura e bi kura fe no be ware. To no na ehwe ne ono no ne ma wa Ghana how. Is that the power no be what matera Ghana na yi. Because already no jabra bono they are two sisters so because we say be any sister one just me ha. So and no me bo ha nipa de na dia ontimitra. So what dying crofo. The bia ka so on fan sha se bia no se da bi. Wo be say obi a shop was offer me 100,000. To go je shop do bia adum no address him. And to catch and say kwasi 500 na ekuta obetim bia sha se o se da bi onim ne e Ghana ha. Ghana ha de nyesa o. Musica we dey say nyesa o. Tie de make no. Ye na te system nim. E nim de e ko. What the system nim de e ko so or de adwene nyina ba wi ru bisa sika we ya wo ni bi. Enti do betima tra ha no man one city kura na obetimi dey arane. Go so odwe say kakra bia enough to start something. So it's a disposition. And this will be a contrary to that point where and as a disposition. And they are very thankful for the little progress that they make. Very thankful. First, by knowing who one city that never who one city. One say he's grateful. And the more be a will be the money be an any so. Woman opportunity be a kwesi e akodame dan mu na hwe mame. 10 bia boss in any aso no ofre no da wase. And idea ba kokura very strong when it says uncle for no they strive to be honest, truthful. Honest. Honest and they are truthful. To live in a country abra won push you hono. You must have that high value of life. That sister Cassis for sika kwaya de man woman no. Uncle for no the odi sika ma na odi bito so no na dwe ni Ghana ha wo boaboa no akopɛ visa. Intina bonze nipa de bebre a omo ye adwuma no ma wi adwuma ni sika kɔ no ye ntro wi sika kɔ ye won ga dokre onim no kure ka odwen se ono so ne tama so nto so oboaboa no no de kɔ do no a en omo ta wi angofo sika kɔ abrochi omo pa na sa share problems abrochi but one kan kire ye so wi obi sika the time the was from one problem to the other. Why? Because the shortest way is the straight way. If you want to reach the shortest time, go with the right principles, the truth. That's it.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
The moment you have to try and throw the one you have gone into detour. So what can throw and farm out? That's the best way for you.
I
told you, but at this stage you may not know. The order no crazy, you know. Sana say who can no crack and young farmer one mana young farmer no a dope cop or dachi. That is the rule. But Nippon be so will try and throw on nya in teachers will be the attraction. It was a brabona ABC Basa. Or the Bohana say, or the Kwana say, or baby, and any social one and a coano. We have gone fan of credit and I want to go to book. Would I won't hear? You know, Yan was see. We are not watching the best out. Take the uncle football whom imagine the womb. No credit or one cat is what you check for floor. What the channel crowd one page is over here. Would you want to say what you mean to go in
here? Nanka will follow up, Biana. Okay.
Oh, that'd be part
yeah. What can we now saying what can about 2 things with her. One, entitlement now what can one say? If you say enabling, I would say for you enabling.
Okay.
Who enable them so much to extent that said the Okan. Unia Ghana or near Juma. Or quarry or brain is coming and found Nadia Mano. Nobody actually pan or any man. No, she did Ghana no your money, my Fabian call money deal. Come on, our honey. Enabling. I'm telling you, people are suffering. Almost baby with declared and should be called also with this cackle. Yes, I'm for
I want to tell you Ghana yet, no boy.
And I go so I said, why, yes, I'm an account. Office, yes, Ghana yet. And that's what an issue power, a big issue.
A big.
Yeah, they are sending money.
Over maybe one cry. Oh, Frammy, a woman pressure me from somebody remember say many times. In any the matter came that day. But any but don't know how pass so one mammy pressure and a brown physical no forget it.
See, so Maria said, so far as say, yeah, your friend is saying entitlement. No, let me feel say enabling is too much than entitlement. Enabling, I'm a man for entitled. So to the channel. Yeah, and so they are suffering power. Maybe we'll call or take out here, baby or tear, and yet a yeast across say.
One was told to be our help anymore. The woman men so son so. The owner nice son so. One of my for. What did you mean? I was got their man. The way they won't make a cranty is a one. To do 1 year dinner away, you man, Scanaba won't you? Yeah, they're common. A Busia be Busia almost a Busia be. But could be a mammy penas and pads as a one on why not raise it to me any day. To be a bread one maybe that. Yeah, there, man. And do not know on Motaka. To was one more brow, or sorry, I was dresses in a moment of bridge.
The music address it.
Will be any of going to America.
I know cry fans, and no crowd difference.
What no about no opportunity, no way out, my opportunity, or this and who's what devoted. But you can make a be also.
Yeah. The next one, so okay, very, very profound. I say. So share to say the Okano, Nipano, ye te be a Ghana no. Si can be by a D, yan say, si honing yet. Do shall life be a ubili this our life no yet a papa. So Baha, Sankophone or Baha not sa life in the bar. Untimentina. It also change because how for being need be a Kodema Untiaka.
Yeah.
10 days, you never see a bonting. We only 10 days, you never see a bonting. Eti, what banners one changes our life now? Woman at the BR no more says and check across America is fucking. Yes. What did they tell you? Know, oh baby, I was someone I was a brand was and say, you know, and that would be near many so. I'm up for a team for Muti. And my 3 points be brave, because this way dear Obaka say many the mommy a family hopa because I live life and just say me organs na me Ghana. Na me fi say nipa bebree wo sa life nim. Or train no akwa bruchiri. It in sa so bibim kakra kra na onyere no ho enye. Even though sika ba no on hwe sika na eba no kra ne die nyina ne say e ho no baby opese okọ ne ho na opese okọ. Ba bu say different. So this our life no eba untimi ntina wo so okọ. Say dem kan no e bia other time free. Uko chini ba no anya hwe kra na oba sister bia ye aduane bia. Enti wo de ane say kakra be sa de aye time. Na de time ko a. Na ba ha na be de wa yesa. Wo be homeless. Wo be homeless one time. It also oba also change. It the also yet ase and say enye se Ghana na enyo e na abruche you. Nemu the attitude no. Because oba no wan change a untimi. E ampa so mo ba o mo tsa life na o de ba no. I'm telling you. Kwesi be ka jro. Omo ebi wo hono ma, debi ameka so obi wo ma, they have no business being here. Yeah. You have to go. You have no business being here because all this attitude now bar anyway. It's 2 points that make one enabling no or say so far as Kwesi say entitlement me the enabling no so be share and at the same time no oba no wan change your life I want change your attitude. There's no way send you be change. I bet said you now work Ghana na ain't change. Hey o man no work Ghana the bia when you attack or your time we see Crawford this and oba na be the same thing be and change it. Because remember that mindset no and how they nam. It amafo be do na fo say eh say o fa bi ni ho bi mu. Say no bi ni ho na mkwa kuchini baba bi di aduane bi adi. Now I was so 2 jobs I was so here. I was so 3 jobs I was so here. These are the things that amafo they substitute say I say higher change because the people be change your life than say no more Ghana. Yeah. Because me bwana people will change your life. We shall be now for because now now feel so much serious or Ghana. You can't do that. You can't do that. I think this. It's your fans all rent here. Who rented dying? Na say faith na was utia. Faith ni tia ya free time to kwana ni starting. Obeba brace bi e sit down nechi. Ubukure. E sit down nechi no. So to the these are some of the things that the BIA say higher change. But the same thing, you will change your attitude. This attitude now to me changing in Ghana. Then we hear so Kobe. Where's it called?
Yeah. Fantastic. Attitude is everything. Ahana over how much email for us or it's note about yeah. So legend, we don't call nearly the entire show. So my dream one who had be say once over Nipediana say Nipedia ebia me didi me exercise me mbro me nom red onye masem onye me masem o kind of cray all those things no yeah and no me who I'm not helping myself. It is my responsibility. It is my responsibility. And in TM Ghana obu oye bibi or Ghana say be a politician maybe or yeah clergy any religious leader or yeah traditional ruler bebre na who ni say our system no ne dey ye ho kire ntime boa I'm helping but truly you are not helping. It's your responsibility to make the system work. It's your responsibility to be honest. It's your responsibility to be self-reliant. It's your responsibility to be conscious. And again, it's your responsibility to make sure say near semi and me de me. And this is me Ghana na say ebia my efu na me no. Me nyese me de boa because in Crawford Ghana come di omo. It is my responsibility. It comes to that spiritual side now. So between helping and a responsibility, how can we intentionally conscientize our people to bridge that gap? And they say, oh, Ghana, and as it be our abruchiri cram bubu or acquaintu or Ghana. Because oh, no many baby tina makosi baby, makosi debia more me boa. No, it's your responsibility. I don't know how do we tackle that aspect in order to do it?
I go see Bruni entro ni bill no. Africa no dey or poor. So say buano. Africa no de onim nyansa. O say civilizing no. Ye children say si shanta de shampaboa. Ye ne children na twetwero. Ye ne de constitution bre wo mo, ye bre wo mo kasa foforo. Ye ne ye chire mo TV say si shampaboa. Eno no sabe obi a o ye nipa bonfo anase na dwi mo mre ne kasa. Because I share history ni bi wa chire a enye wo kwase bro na ba chire bibini say si chire. So want to in fact the whole race in mom so one about nyansa and even recently Ethiopians so more characters so
Yes.
Are they not Africans? Yeah. We share the history of scripting and as a writing. There's no way bring the better. So make up was so the brony here. Now we refuse who be cry was a was to the year or because I would be boy. No dear or certain piano or kai or hum because heading. We will be through once here. So I hear one. And say me whole a video about one obi a cassette abrofo ma bi ne be ma bi ne oba be babako. It's a British.
Okay. Yeah.
We look at the negative side of colonization, but not just say why. And a brony ba ko catch them say David. These people were civilized. And you now civilized. Who be say on said they know see can no nya botre ba ko na no no nyina agye
Oh no, only a younger. I'm sorry, obey other Gen Z and Bibisa, which is
what before.
Yes.
But Uncle Fona woman and I'm a child motron. Also, what they still say slavery colonization ever why. How can you think like that? And this was our old system in Libya. That's the old thing in Libya. Oh, America now baby big to go also have a boy. Obviously, they are on. We also Busia sick at the Maokoy. We see that was it when you have a go to 10 billion or bro 1 city? Also, a boy. And it's arrogance. So, and idea we doing say 10 billion also kayo. Okay, and yes, I will from because system Nankasano has been designed that way to denigrate your own people all the time. The customer BBM to undervalue and to disrespect what we have. But for the so, and I know the every day be a talker was okay. You share be 10 beer. We need to ye discussion. Kama kopem sa wodi abrochire ni Africa bebem. Afi also man ho so no wodi etofo. 10 beer anti nipa kakra bi na wo mada na obisa wo mo ana so unya na wo mo betima kasa asem na ka wonti. Ye move dodo no an say boy ho kan 10 beer. Nim na menua ba kwa hotel America ka kire so na se Ghana de obi a waye bia no bokoro. Now say wonti anti hotel way. Apparently, in Kobo within the no. We say loosely, a lot of our people or more abrochiri. Ghana there so be a bokoro. So you will be out to Sankoria order the roof order the cocoa for what $1,000 or and I'll just say you know they are doing politics. And this one here 10 beer Casabia Becabia. Oh, good education. And when in fact, Okonya in America, I just say good education. And then what they are. Oh, yeah, Osika Berawo. Miniana or no America now, what they got $200,000 or who shows in Triano. Or by Ghana and Ninia Bacosi singing room or any year in the Matimo. Or no, what Bobo said or Dubai, or buy and was something who said, who is Cassidy in your own car. That is the system.
No, you're correct. Or Nipan call crown or look at Phyllis acid in Nipan was catching.
Yes.
Yeah. Ono kwa Phyllis the acid in Nipano was catch when the name 10.
Yeah. Me was what be aka. E be aka no ni bi. Na wo ka na se obi na abobo se na odi ato. Na minika nka me no mi no ha na nka se be wo sika. Minika ana say me use sika hand car but matua car. Usu use brand new car by car. Emi edo se be nka ho na di ye.
Eh. Ade amako ho anya sa na man for dream. Yeah, funny and drink kind of word. Between the Camry, 15 years, 10 years, between other voice. That guy, because practically any car that I want, I want, I can afford it.
Yeah.
But it's and I make the open, me pen and come meet me afford it.
Right.
But I meet me to cash. But if you here be and who yeah, to say the mechanic be a dear bear in line with me, no, and you're a hookran of Madrid that. And so how be a make it 30,000, no 360,000. And the dream where dreams are saying.
The same person also remember Ghana. Oh, Ghana the MTO Bika Obiaka. 600 Ghana 1,000. No, Okojina company ho no or San Quarabi. On Frio and Quana Jaidima. So we were New York and came out $1,000. I was so try when I would get $10,000. They say send a war. How much wrote me I say wo? Because what happened? Oh, I was immense. Who years ago I Baba found?
Yeah.
And found there was here. Yeah, say nothing. Said you do no one. You be a no pay, you dear not to form. And it's part of the programming.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, books were written to program us this way. Courses were structured to let us think this way. Teachings were orchestrated to make us see ourselves as inferior. And there was a course. And he said, "It's one you have the fufra. Be a bibini biano inferior to you.
Yeah.
Do ba are they inferior? There's no be fan of paper home. No abuano. The possible near Korea or no shit what I want no crown or tenema me demo. Or bagana ha was what boy. Annie, I buy a brony be by any better than our TV. What's it? Do we understand what is poverty? Do we really know what is poverty? I'm sharing an IMSA. Yeah. But I could be so catch them South Africa there. The only country developed in South Africa. Then we said to an only crew now was say develop the contribution in this side. Part Ben or no play. As you see, and must see and talk on anything. Now, me doing say, oh, free hat, that's all bad. Can be also born. And yes, sir, be all the better for enough for the African Americans. So, what is some working? A brofron or ratic, but you don't really see the substance.
Right.
Oh, Ibonis and Quano can on your brofo.
But and sometimes, yeah, bet my achieve when I ain't more who did know. When I achieve 1/10, no, the baby did it. Ghana need bet my achieve so much, but still won't carry.
Yeah.
But one on the culture, and also when you're a 1/10 of the wire crown up, or Baba Cheros is, you know. It's part of the program.
Yeah. Ibrahim was here and say was a part 3 crossover. Edwin, could you or say what try us? Eric, Abranti was what be so BT system no. What tries to be figured out so be to me. Near the power with this topic on. And Edwin so say I will say some of us was 2 months people. 2 months pay or start to you know. Who say near my cost in understand BBR no team say anyway. Try and share near man. This is very important topic. Very, very profound topic. So mechano. Try and share number for subscribe to channels. Maybe I will free by be subscribe to that channel. No.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kakrebi Nana Mide Kanya legend Air Kano said team they are to from educated against ourselves. And even though it's one of the aftermath of colonization, as a colonization, Osha it's more as a Nipan wa colonial, cloning your original no and you create a copy of it. There's no way say original any clone version here the clone version problem kakra wow clone ya de timi kire senia opesa de ni endwin obetimi a kire kasa opesa oyeden oka. So in the actual sense we have been trained or we've been educated to look down upon ourselves. Even your melanin way, a lot of us don't even know that it's an energy receptor. A lot of us don't know how powerful melanin is. And from our guy in the book I'm reading, Obi, the guy, he has really learned. He has really, really learned. And we African here, the best thing that can ever happen to you as an African is not the cars, the houses that you build. The best thing that will happen to you as an African is being an African. And then number one, the best thing that
the
can
number
happen.
the number not to.
Oh, the number.
Ayi
Yeah.
me he em se me we kra ha. My way. Kwasi kasa. Me the number na to.
The best thing that
some
can
books no. Any number ni.
The best thing that can ever happen to an African is being an African. And I made a research go deep, and I realized that about 10 years ago, the number of recorded, abortions in the black community of black children, legend, as when you saw, the number is so enormous, and the reason is because there is a law that actually allows some of these biofarms or some of these big players in the industry. What they do is that they're able to extract melanin from the fetus, and what they use is they use it to produce some of these anti-aging medications, and some of them, just a small vial of it can cost as high as $450 per gram. $450 per gram, because melanin has a lot of benefits. They are able to use it for anti-aging medications or anti-aging supplements. But you move brain the enemy to say na so your bow so cause in robu or when said the sometimes pe will be on Ghana or your healthcare expert. Listen to their opinion. I'm not saying that don't listen to your doctor, but sometimes if you can have a second person's opinion, because there are times where some medications that they will give to you will give you complications, and it's intentional. It's intentional because these fetus, like I said, they are top professors in these institutions. Are they able to extract the melanin to produce anti-aging medications or supplements? And it's something that has been going on for a long time until recently. As an abortion is we started frowning on it. But even with that, there's a certain degree or there's a quota in the law that allows them to do that. But this big farm, but it's something that is actually going on. And just a small vial, like I said, or a small percentage or a small gram of it can cost as high as $450. Into your African, the best thing that will ever happen to you is being an African. Don't bleach your skin. Be proud of the melanin that you have. There's a reason why you have it. There are several grades of human hair. The 9 hectare, there are a lot of them. Theoretically, or if you are using physics, it beats the law of gravity because it focus. And it's evident. It beats the law of gravity.
More for the that.
Yeah, the other people,
yes,
it's similar to fur. It's similar to animal fur, so it comes down. It comes down. So the best thing to ever happen to an African is being an African. And if you don't have that, you can't beat the system.
We don't know who we are. What question be one?
Of a web patch or there, be with me across.
Yo. She said, "You're not all canano. To see about Joe, I had the Andrew Joe or the points now the buy and while listening in a
wow,
wow, buy Chini Adeno or the Nina Guha, obey me up back Andrew Joe, who shed your church in any started now Mr. Ben Kanwasem. Nina or Kanwasem for a point near the very nice. You go back. To say na me kind na guy ba ko kase say last day maybe say a question by person will be elaborate kakra on about niema wa would to kwan mu because you say no na me tie we kakra no me hu say ade ba kwa na ha me paaye sa financial education na me ni sa financial education no even though me timi bibi kakra me bibi na I don't care no I say yeah but na kasa time minimum it is scarce ya ebi anka niam betimi a change your life you be brain is hard no e dey na wo de tutu akwan mu nim so ka saa asem ne ade be say o liability mo dey na wo de tutu akwan mu when it comes to financial education a itimi bua o ma niam tim course a wo ka kira amanfo timi ye bi a testimony be bra amanfo ka mo asem my few ones
okay Bako share your home say and I say share your home so because a business I mean me TSC I was only say renting shops multiples of those but still near renting baby and half a month 1,000 cedis a month half of that 2-bedroom and it's now for 12 years and so that's the cabin the car for yourself. I treat your rent, I can see. I'm pretty much consider. Now, my dream say part of it was a game changer because you man, you know, so first you can't now consider ya. You man be there, so my kind maybe say, enjoy grow. Now you can't get to every near the shops better and no answer and yes, and the distribution. And yes, I did too quite.
And I can go for him sick up.
And so now I got to us as secretary. I will come as yes, to die. I guess I see I turn into a apartment. As I can
or rent still.
Yeah. Now bet what to Land Cruisers bet to as a trick. And I don't know a idea in here. So we show also. Now some of our businesses so the guy projects a be mutitija and my cabby ben. Now, you soon say lessons. Now we fought back to win. And so your ability to endure pain, constant pain and distress is part of the game. Constant pain and distress. Because maybe you made a lot of errors. Our business, you so much distress. I will turn on one and turn it. Na ke beti ma ko pebe se aduane o.
Ese okra de sena ka unuane. So ma no ha. Obetimi aya mo aba ana.
Ai pe Nicaragua bi akọ, Dubai, China, Canada, America, UK, ke beti ma jai to see aga se ye nyebiem. Don ko bi anhye ye. Ebi ko akọ South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria. Especially when things are difficult. Yeah, nyenisa. Samra nkofo bebre a ye no mo ye adwuma no man ko ya o mu dwane ye kika nsem amfire ho and we didn't become embittered, so to say, bitter out of those tough situations. And to begin say o show ho so sikem na say bibi ko boni a wo gina na wo yren fi ho say me se mechechiri wa yinti and found the SC but Jane African, some yet may. And no, in here, and yes, I will person ye bibua. Now say a tough and as I watch the bar, there will be the easiest way out. Get a visa, especially more citizens in crowd than I say. No, as I want to take it, I say, Ghana, forget about them.
Go for the sickening, be the court.
Sir, okay, there be a some to a gina. Neko ma wani fi na ma wani yete na emma wadwem so te na obeye nipa foforo e de say wo wa wayi ne ho no wayi ne shares no you transition into maturity out of those difficulties and will be our business and there will be a time and that situation will come. It may come in any shape. By the end they crashing almost everything, debt, people going away, people taking you to court everywhere. Those were the businesses projects. I've done a lot of projects, electrical projects, agricultural projects, construction projects, a lot of them. And MV crowd, and I know they won't change. So MV, Marie is the one managing MV. MV didn't have a lot of these challenges. But the projects, they did. And at the same time, we want this situation as well. Can you withstand that? At the same time, so me mama also be agree as those people and monko jina mamra.
Hey,
which one would you keep?
We never say kabaya, but I said the Quaco Javis and Yako.
But it didn't cross. And yeah, and they say, that was my thinking anyway. But the best thing is that I think if you have a spouse who agrees and supports and covers you, it says a lot. And I think if there was any Bibi or more, I might be told my wife. No, so NTM, but then say to your tour. Is here, mom, no, so, Eddie. Mamma Gana Grange. Maybe say, so one more brother and sit down, Grania. The Grandpa Catcho. Say, I did see when you saw person in Yasino. So, 2 1 among that's a memgrana, a yes, and so Jan or Johnny Copedi before. Was what crying in yet. I mean, Jane says, I would decide in a chair. We do that 10 beers when you bet. And this a car. Man for see no more be brave who so and it's a stage in life where we are school 25 years, one needs to take. Would be 35 when you soon to take a human business now, and then audience what I see or won't see. So the only mark is to keep going and to keep learning. Right. So and no more be brave and say, yeah, it's because we were able to stand. That's it. A lot of the books over perspective where you can see the pain in it.
Yeah.
I was not through with the pressure. With the streamline, I was not through with the pressure. Resilience, I wrote it in the middle of the pressure, the fire. And so, all free in background and I will need support. Papa be in fact said 100,000 as 100 million for support. Political connection be any baby. We could have given up to say that, oh, it doesn't worth it. But we put the pressure and we became different person. Okay. And people say, even, oh, we are betting mama university course no restricted. Engineering, so strictly or somebody say engineering. No. I believe in September you will create yourself. That's what I believe in. And he said, oh, talent, I'll bet me I business, with my industry, with my trade books. As a matter of fact, so me power, maybe primary school, secondary school, university, particularly university, the brain of enemy. I'm not somebody may hear so much outspoken in public. I'm an intense thinker, but I'm not very comfortable with a lot of people speaking to a lot of people. But I had to learn it. And I recreated myself. Pressure the face out of my coin. How were you able to put up with this pressure? Because all the be I'm doing say in the middle of the pressure, you keep learning, you keep educating yourself. And you look above to say maybe a time will come, this will not be. And on the other Ghana, to obey your poultry farm na kaba, obey your name, go for the Wesimu, Koje, Juma Bina say, if you run away, you will not see the greatness. You'll be average. You stay in it until you win. That's a champion. And so you improvise your way out. Improvise, create your own solutions, recreate yourself, withstand the pressure, endurance, think far, and turn any idea into business. Don't be selective, because now you are skilled. So you can turn any idea into a prominent business. So, and learn to sell something. Sell yourself, sell your talent, sell your ideas, sell a product, sell something. And focus on cash flow. And then when the BL statistical start to invest. Before you even buy nice cars or nice houses, start to invest in something beyond the businesses awareness. So
wow.
yeah.
Obi say I love this part. I know say some of the things now you poured into your books, but to be honest, this particular part, I say you were vulnerable. I love that. I love that. Gen Z is no we'll pay microwave niamano.
Microwave success.
Yeah, we crack pack. So if one was the first thing you see, popcorn on. Na yɛde gu wei mu a ne yɛyɛ sɛ deɛ yɛde hyɛ mu a papapapa na wode hyɛ wei nom kakra wo sɛ baako ayi no ho kakra saa sɛ deɛ no deɛ ɛdora sɛ yɛde hyɛ baako bɛte papapapa na bag na yɛ kakraka no wayi no wabia no Gen Zs montie deɛ ɛkɔ so yo ɛm sɛ yɛde yɛfrɛ sɛ kwasi kɔ na memfa nto no amanfoɔ
legend
ma meka bi kakra
sure,
amanfoɔ sɛ respect Mama Marie, I'm for respect it. In said 10 piano, you are there. One of them say, Ubi the neck, or say, if you get a you can say, oh, Ponchiana or Wachina or Sreback. To respect, oh, Marie, respect. Kosiko.
Yeah, legend. Thank you. Yeah, respect to Mama Marie. Maybe question is whether free sir angle no. The world is a construct. What I say, music improvise, and then me say me draw knows that's a me question, and I say improvise your way out. And then for a system beyond also definitely you need relationship. Me tell me I am me person me did to the basic level. Do for nipa or sa or nine or one no, they form a relationship to build the system. And they say omotio mo say. The legend, especially young ones, ABI, worry, and as if you'll be great, worry. What are one of the few nuggets a bit me drop one my say obinya worry on pay attention to Sadia. Senebeya, it will help them with the system. And then number two, so how would they now improvise their way out to make the system work for them?
So when this guy, for.
Okay.
So it's there, then it's okay. Then you can go for beauty alone. It's okay. Yeah, but
I know it. I don't know. Who person are quite for men?
And all those are quite for the you be average.
Question where your brother would need ya.
Sir, and if you're home, never be free, never deal a sewer any so. Na faith, a branch and a person in Namno, about 1% number. And no, my ben, I want also a training. No, it will you look well. Don't just use beauty.
Right.
Thoughtfulness is key. Thoughtfulness is key.
Thoughtfulness.
Yeah. Thoughtfulness. Is she able to process, think on her feet? And I said, "We slay queen. Who needs to come and compare slay queen?"
Is it? We see a great win total.
But I think nipa esu, and so you try not to make yourself everything.
Right.
You don't make yourself everything. You understand that also so you nipa. Yeah, be a lot of things. As well, say man no ya doing. Obi say Maria me show some can't you. But this the member no the area mind. Ya doing especially those of us who are trying to build business.
Right.
A lot of our decisions will make sense. We make so many mistakes, so many errors. Yeah, it's not because they're intentional, but I don't know, we're catching up class. I do remember for Hannah.
You can reach review.
And still, because me, I'm a Bema. So what I say. So to do it so nice for one to be my
very important.
You can reach review.
Emano Casano and Tia. There be a dobe fano. Honey,
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you. When Tia, maybe a do fan. I'm telling you. Hey.
But I ain't never work nearby.
Because I know it here, 72. Anyway, yo, the link not to me. So we share link this one.
Okay.
I'm up for a Timiakasa. Yeah, I'm up for a formal. I use a camera.
Okay, me who you?
Oh, you know, the Medima.
Okay. All right.
Boom. Boom, okay.
Yes, sir.
Vivi. There goes a Vivi. Oh, mute.
Oh, Nyamena don't be aboko.
Strong mentality.
And you strong mentality pa.
Yes.
Madam was say, ewo mafutuo ene monchetra chese mode ema enem rantie enem abawa yesi so. Currently the menemo kasemi New York. Na me start to follow Mr.
Big
Oben.
Apple.
Big Apple. Oh, that never sleeps. Me start to follow Mr. Oben me akasebe 4 months ni. And I recently answer na me started say me follow Kwesi after the interview bi on DJ Nyame yeah. Na meka say more a very strong team. Both the young and the elderly no just say mutra baby Kwesi age na homa year the youth no. And I'm also mpanyimfo no so amuwo mu no. Mo represent mame ene ye papa no. Na Nyame nhira mo ewo madwumadi a matamasi moboso se mobesisa nipa bebre adwen. Na my question ba kwa me won say we dey come Mr. Oben concerning relationships. Currently I'm a hey me fiancé ewo Ghana. Na mente business proposals bebre atunani. Me and Madam Mr. Oben so as ICBM because through Mr. Oben no Nyame adom metimi anya ensase mi ensa bia mato.
4 months yeah.
I had this mentality when I came say ahanya me de nti asa mitimi ya bibi ntem na mitimi sa akoma chinti no I started saving a lot nti no opportunity ni beto ho na I took advantage of it na ono so person oba heavy mato me boasi a cheche ne say ahanye me na medical be test waters no so nti no to ne bo but me can ono so person oba heavy I be a big issue kakra. Am I even crying? Mene Kwesi komo bi ba. Me and the one. Then you metuma.
As I know now you can use. Baby egusi.
Oh, there be CC. Why not just up? Can I mean so person? Nanka.
I'm so phone in now, right? Turn the back off.
Okay.
Good. It's okay.
Mr. Obemetuma.
Abrojedi over.
Hey.
I think
Obi speaker.
Nana Kwesi, but which maybe
Okay.
Meme team
Okay. Abrojedi it said say Jesus say just obekọ soro hima just abo foforo. Ya hare dem say awo foforo no Abrojedi kam. And nipa ne kakra bi say jack o ye kan ka obeka say obekọ. Ti bi nim de ntia obeka say o kire no. Enti obetuma be the holidays ni bi. Manemra. Oh here I say mo betuma go relationship. Abrojedi aka ne say na nyo no kwa na eba wo na busuafo nyina di na chi. And it's a work of PM, as they know, one of the factors, they do a junior, which you know, I mean, for memory visa. And it's only free man behind me. And with the maker say, what kind of tears are fine, but so on tears now, what can you say, obey my best? I don't think there's anything wrong. Wait my best. Yeah, but Oba, who's a ne? O shall bro from Korea, you cry no moment to broach there. They bring Pesica or internet in so. Yeah, the Pessia, dear, read the Copisca. It's amazing. Grab a pay you may be. We do intelligence in a Pesca. But yeah, dear, just a quite considerable chrome paper. And maybe so, baby. And some people are all kind of, you are likely to have a better results. Better I say. Now the backslide, and I said the other side of it is a bit magazine or better home again. So I don't know, but stop on that's on why or be always in the bush with you or without you. Yeah, I'm watching there. Just a few of us or my emergency but I don't think there's anything wrong with my best out. With my baby 6 months be and maybe hopefully we're explaining normal but who's a much normal woman better.
Yeah, whose situation we will also be dress me. This is a great
yeah. But it's a tough job.
But yeah, if you say that point no draw, or maybe in but maybe in ye. It means to be another cut terms views. I didn't say a wife or so you say I want to me terms any agreement. It will continue about Manim Rebbe or but sometimes we'll be who was hey no obey away. Yes, I saw be a bit major and I was that now can be on what to nothing. Dan Cracker was always this careful will be to your heart. Oh no, be obey a chair bar. But I said you can't tell. There are many situations that who be your boss and me. You. But also the Ocas all yen is aswa and your manema and also the so yeah, manema. Yeah. And I also me for tasting.
Yes, maybe a weekend. You are on the crossroad. Was there your relationship? Ain't a very tough, a thin line between ubelusu nipano. Now we focus on wadachi, and I say obete wase. There are a lot of things I say in relationship. People who always want to be fixed on their stance and don't want to give concession, they will end up controlling you for the rest of your life. And we are one key. Abrochire na bamuno. Oba bedu ha. I am swearing with anything. Minim country I was. The only thing I'll be to media stop on is Oba Krum Hanya ne de Manembra winter time. Oba ya no I'm telling you the gospel truth. I'm being honest with you. I'm speaking to you like somebody who is in it. I am telling you, this is a true life story. Same way I said in Patrick Ekano, Yehubia, Obiaba, Wabeka, Nikunonete Ghana, Eda Sutia rent Wukurumha. Or ye Juma will fee, as an Anisi Kane de Bren Wukurumha, because Ontimi ye Juma Kese. And now also was your uncle fee. The American on said the best option I want to say, said the workers open so ye be with fee, no matter 9 yen will fee. Na set your up will fee. Na many who says is here no woba. So who better if you know no person or quabridge and penisi canco. Don't get involved. And no corner will lose sooner. Your heart is not going to be broken. But say who sponsor ne be do now one obey him that would dream now open so who fee because and then we were near tea. When near be one who is so many high was once you ask once into open so who call when him. And when Nimu Conan say open so coffee, yen and ye pese coffee, Mimi Jena has a CA, or be a back country so between charm and name one maminko, main yet dear me pese me piano, I will push you on the side because Obia daching and 12 will be dear so. Would ye Mr. Being ya or say time and near Mumu ye deno, send a yearing in a while, gave be a neck on your bendacon. Send a year antenna seer, and on any now operating from the same frequency. And sometimes Mr. Obenyere can say or say you need to be open. You need to be open to each other, and you need to share each other's dream. And Obenda ko ye din no kana no tumu no one can die so ni nim de ni niam e wodi tiriman kire ne yire. And ono so anje antum se meboa o ma ye de bibia ma na koso a. That is where the diversity comes in. That's where the disagreement comes in. Inti se waka na se still a baby ugina no gina menim ono na ye ne connection aba anase wo na wo koye connection de na ba anase eye enkrata sem bia emmo wo ka kese a ene dollar na eba fom bogafo ya ho den so te de ne ye di tu ye ho ye ne ye di tu ye ho bebre wo Ghana fo so ne na so te ye bargaining power ne so te nti wan hwe ya na wo di wudwetire ni nyina koye connection de na ba oba o meye adwuma support wo be ye adwuma pene de sa competition na wo ye mu bi ni ye yerenom ni ye mpanafo ntam okurom ha no eno betisi ma say your dream is going to be prolonged wo ko no be ye din e baba mu nso okurom ha de ni obeda ni babysitter wo nya nkoye. So I'm telling you all this from experience, and that is my only honest truth. Emma me chip me baji in say I need to let you know this. This is the cash you have on the table. I will be honest with you, sir. Or you will be a person who take counsel from other people. I will open myself up to talk to both of you. I'm telling you, I will be honest to talk to you if only she is willing to listen. I have counseled a few of them that have used their visa tickets back home, and now they are set up businesses. When yamba connection man sika or their yebibi obetie dia yebeka bi akire no, but tintin then I think say Fantini besi okwani we nyim na pede ye na ye me that's it.
That's it, Fredu. That's it. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I think I do Uncle Fred so.
Freddie.
Rocks in
person. That's by my MC man finishing it again. Eti say why you okay?
Patrick, mute. Are you okay? How will I get this number into no?
Who kwesi? Why?
Kwesi, Mate.
Yeah.
Patrick, me damase.
Yo. Freddie, I'm so mute. What's the last time? So yes, I need you know.
Yeah, I mean, say a device now use no dia, and I said, "Well, try on muting it." Yeah, last Monday, so not on to me and Casa.
What's he? Mean to me on muting.
Say ABI no will be app no any browser no. So be
but
any browser no the same time as so close to maybe a browser no from the background. It happened to me when I joined it earlier on.
Oh, okay.
Roxy
was also quite. All right. I'm saying why? What's the one next?
Offer do
any koi.
You was for echiamu nyina na edamase. I'm say adwuma na ne ye no. Me de me ka da bia say de odi edom anim no tembia no ohia nkuranhye ohia mpaibo ohia futu ohia denhye say ufa ohwe de ekoso ne ya ya de tata ye amantififo obama mpani na obi is a legend no they are not far from sa nkrofo no if you say you hu say wo bie edom ani na edom ani ba mo ho so a na ye de ani besi wo so ndi se wo baabi na wotimi kanchi a wo kanchi a wo kanchi no mu no ya bompaye ni bi ma obenda ko ne nabusua se wonni mo mpaye bo a wo nkoto dwa ni ma bobi ma no again me nsɛm ne deɛ nkyɛ dan nyɛ nneɛma bebree na wɔn ho sɛ na kankam ka yɛaduane sɛm ne hospital kɔ sɛ biribi ne ano yɛaka kyerɛ wei deɛ gye sɛ wokɔyɛ surgery wei gye sɛ wokɔyɛ kurom ha deɛ woyɛ yɛ yɛde surgery bɛpuopu a wo sɛsie a ɛfiri sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ no quick fix but surgery no bɛyɛ awie no ɛmu nsɛm bebree me mamo real story. Na nsɛm sɛ me ne legend kasa me ka kyerɛ nsɛ na me ntiapo. Nneɛma na adeɛ a na ɛyɛ me no broni no deɛ ɔhwɛ a ɔsɛ ebi a mehia surgery na matimi me ho asia atɔ me na matimi ayɛ m'adwuma. Ɛna me kɔhyia India ni doctor bi a me ne no yɛ free. Asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ me ne sɛ ɔbɛ prescribe nnuane bi ama me but baabi a menya aduane ni bi a ɛyɛ papa pa yɛ Mexico. Ɛnyɛ kurom ha. Enti me tu bata ɛkɔɔyɛ nkɔdi bosome bɛyɛ mmienu. Nyɛ sɛ me kɔdi saa nnuane no hwɛ sɛ me ho bɛtɔ me na masan aba. Ebedu ha no nipa na ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ nka gye sɛ yɛ sɛ kan kɔtɔ me mu kɔtwitwa me no. Ebisa me sɛ ɛyɛ deɛn na me yɛ me nkyerɛ no na ɔno so ɛyɛ ɔde akyerɛ nkorɔfoɔ. Ɛna me ka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɛne ɛgye sɛ otua. Ai. Nti ɔkan na me sɛ me kɔ me kurom. I say what? Na me say yes. I say inti deɛn na me kɔ na me say ɛyɛ local food. Aduane me kɔ di me kurom aduane ne ade. Asɛm a papa ne ka kyerɛ me ne say to be honest with you, then you don't have to spend too much time here. You need to be frequenting back home. Ya o ka saa asɛm wei tam bi awo Mr. Obin platform so na ya ne yɛmfa ya adwene nkɔ so. Sɛ udu Ghana wa hoɔden ne wa ho sɛpɛ yɛ different. Woda a wotimi da. Wodidi a aduane ne timi digest yie. Entem kyɛn sɛ ne yɛ wa akwantuom. Ya hyehyɛ nneɛma bi ɛne yɛ de akanta nkoro so yɛ adwene. Ɔsɛ ya hyehyɛ nneɛma na mo hu sɛ wo no wo de wo nsɛ hwee. Wo de wo nyɛ obi a bibia ni wo kurom. But yɛn a yɛwɔ platform yi so nyinaa bɛ dia dance a wo free ha na sɛ wo si Ghana e free time a yɛn nyinaa bɛ hyia wɔ platform yi so wonam Ghana na sɛ wo hwɛ video bi kura wɔ Ghana video no mu na no opportunities timi pie wo if you say see ano ya adwene yɛn ni abie the opening of the third eye is happening. Nye third eye na nkrofo de hwe sunsun mu bɛka sunsun mu nsɛm no but third eye a yɛde pesika. Third eye a yɛde tumi bie nnwuma. Third eye a yɛde boa nkrofo. Ene mesan aka biem. Yɛn nyinaa no bɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛtɔ nsase 5 acres a. Nipa dodo a yɛti ɔbɛn da ko yɛn nyinaa tɔ 5 a. Ghana nsase na bɛka kakra bi a galamseefoɔ no de bɛyɛ adwuma. Na yɛn nso yɛn ne yɛn mma yɛbɛtumi adua deɛ yɛn yɛ pɛsi yɛdi. From me deɛ to me no ene woba me backyard a me wo laundry basket me de rubber sim ena me dua me nneɛma me dua me nnuane wɔ aha wɔ America ha. Me dua me nneɛma. Wote Ghana yɛto bɔdeɛ tomatoes gu afikyire kura efifi. Owi anu abɛka kyerɛ Mr. Obin sɛ mpatwonti business bɛn pa na wohwɛ a me de me sika yɛ de business na afuo yɛn so yɛ business o but on pair no na woka kyerɛ nso nkodua bɔdeɛ no nyɛ business ɔpɛ passion yɛbɛsrɛ yɛntie nsɛm na mpanimfoɔ no ne yɛkyɛ no ayɛ te sɛ wakɔ false light ntadeɛ ni bi wɔ hɔ a emu soso ebi mu susu ba woyɛ den a obenya wo deɛ ɛkye wa kɔsane ho kakra sɛ emia wa ɛna ewurowuro wa no wakɔbɔ ho na wa aso mu na wode nam na wode yɛ wo nnwuma. Fred onye soro abɔfo a otua ntaban ɔyɛ nipa te sɛ yɛn a he took a bold decision and today he's one of our role models. I speak about him everywhere I go. Nti yaw ɔte sɛ yɛn a yaw ɔyɛ younger than me but he took a bold decision than what I can even be bold to take. At the time I was maybe contemplating. He is in Ghana, he's doing well. He's one of our heroes. And I speak about this young man every day, wherever I meet people. These are our living proof and living testimony to show, say, we can beat the system and create wealth. And then y'all may sure say, man, a UK visa free. Now, cause over ticket to Kuramana. Obeka to say, oh, the farmer no one tickets. So, you the baby business wa Ghana. When you better no share, you wa question baby no the pesca. This is the living testimony we want to have. This is what we want to share. Legend, I mean, shall on board by my but Yanzo the beti me aye, say, Yabeka country, now what can I see a chair? Said the Quasia being to me make our own quasso. Then you may be to Quasia phone quasso, dear so dear so my and what can I see a channel? There be a me coming go to Granima Empire back. I mean, to Quasia for being quasso no fan can dear no because some Quasia for no doors when Yansa for no bread, but Quasia for the free ma, Yansa and the betting Yatanas Yama, or my person is Siano, a Bessia. Yada si bebree kwasi kankam so yada si se wafa nkwala no na we yo mo ho adwuma e wa se mai Patrick ye bedi nkomo yada si na men kam
of adwuma ko number na say aba for my fan to mo
me number na 6161
one can book no so asem
o de book ni ye be sheda jimre na de na legend na legend ni ye di nkomo nji ye be sheda empese ye de
yo I say
614 589 2207
yo the number no to say okay
me pa
I'm for some here number
no problem and say yen nyina ya busuya obi antimi ko ye maduro
yo fadu that's it yo I Freddy say Freddy uti enka kasa uti enka so
Uncle Fred ODA. Oh,
last week it's Monday no Sunday.
Yeah, into me money on mute.
Yo, ene akwasi udi oko no mane nkona.
Woman sanjo there.
Me keke no ajo.
Opa unifi no san try.
Yeah. Okay. I think the African man and echo.
Yo.
Okay.
Ena we are no ya o ma ya. Joso.
Yo ya nyankopon shira mo Mr. Omen ene Mr. Patrick na request can come there man say oye age group you know ja na adwuma moye na adwuma moye na ja ni na chine ye de any de be maye ho and person me bisa question ba ku mi ya say me ba program no so check ka due to some name by ability I didn't na obi pese okofia na wa mu abusuafo no they just have to stand against you wa two kwan no o pese o san ba fie na abobo obra o fie a enso akwadane ntokwa ndi patcho senka Mr. Obian na said obetimi abon bia matis asem na sanasa me contribute
Hey.
Na unu magrada number.
Patcho
Colonization na.
Nah.
The way I saw Brunei in the cruise, no, was through.
Okay.
And I didn't say ye dear or hoto and the papa dear or do I could do her. I didn't know so.
Okay.
And they also so at the house to form. At the same time, I saw almost through. Yet the idea so day to form. Into wow, honor, uncle for no more honor become. Yeah, I was also no become because yeah, wahano. The baby will be a dear to form. And a baby will be as the Brunei consul. And to just say, yeah, who actually know. And maybe to show grass a bit, bra. But don't know Anna said the near friend. There will be any, and the possibility will be an. And in found baby, and as them found square, and it's a DBA crowd society. What the idea to another Brunei to her, Brunei the own name say.
Was so cry ATM. We ATM. Oh no, you buy what the code buy. I know you one. And I there back when say so person go fear one secret here say don't announce you're coming.
Right.
Don't announce you're coming. Plan your project. There will be biana way no, right? Who frequent fee. Ebi as my friend say legend now the be seen so waka che legend. Me person me baby asase e hojo. Omo wo fie omo beboa wanya asase wanya baby wa rent baby na wa hyase de wo niam akofie niam na wo de kɔ no wo de kosi ebia Patrick so anaso obi owo Ghana we yi no de akogu apartment wa ama na warehouse baby no de akogu ama You start doing your things. Ubeti mi ako visit Ghana one time. Be a won't crowd. Ubedi 1 month wa Ghana at a secluded area. Plan your things without anybody knowing say what Ghana. Me call Ghana. This is my strategy. Sometimes me call na me nkra. Me number na me wono. Me ya me roaming service. So I will be in Ghana. My US number is active. For 1 month now, me do Ghana. No, me ya me rounds in nobody, no family member will know I'm in Ghana because when they make we share our info, me share could I say me ye me nam kwa yemu pasasi.
Okay.
So o planning say wo kasa when you abusuafo be di nkomo say me free America me betena Ghana. Ah, masa ye be call home fiber. Ye be ye all night ago. So ye be ka say bonsam na abehye wo mu. Don't announce your strategy. Plan everything underground. By the time on be realizing, then everything have caved in. No mun yina be shaman obana se wote wo estate bi ana wote baby why your project bi wo your business and you no na be ka kire o say abrochire no enya na say enye wo na wo da wija na wonim said ye hyehye wofa. Don't let people at home decide when and how you need to come home. That's my piece of advice to you. That's it.
But you mate. And about to make contribute kakra. Na ense na kan kasa ro kan simbi about Abrofon hospital and any manema. Me share some story bi. Ense some years back na me yare. Na me call hospital. Me ko no more prescribe brufen. E wo Italy say e my brufen mo de ma me. Doctor no prescribe ma me no. Knowing very well say sa u take more than a week ya. E benya effect e wo liver so. Now, so even though company day could have to take one within a week, and I say in 2 days you have to take one. No, catch me every day be an minimum 2. Into week, I pass by now 2 tablets no man we. Now me some called drugstore, say me kwa koto. Now me on pass and money me team come ko share ne pharmacies be me ko share no. No, so tell me say ba to brufen. Na I didn't hear me say me no say adro no. Na me da me jimi ho. When I cast me to na me say my doctor na prescribe me. Was it the only thing about catch me say minjai no na me doctor no so me nko no monsesa no no nyame obetime pra me obroni e no chim no tum fuka asa ne kire me say awudi na doctor ne pemi de adi me enti de kankan me kan e no kre say omotwe bibi ma na say wa mpe wa hu nipa bi o sincere da obetima cheche o nema ni so a udi sankofu achi a ansa me ba ha no be 15 years me ba ha na nyu so mbenyi no ha no kakra but she say any nkofo ya tena to the extent say obonani a uhun de opachire. And 2018 the first time I back Ghana. Na me back Ghana no. For the first time I experienced true peace. Me finding true peace with myself. And as I say, finally I decided say me ko akwa koshifi, akwa kotena se. Na no so na fi na be ko no so no. Adan ntoka. But me na me da me jema minu kwa ya fa so hyehyɛ me fa no. Ono na ote ho na onte ne ho ase because of kakra obenya dinti no ompese obeba no eno so adan boxing ball na me metin na me brena broni no ote ni krom krompo guy ba ku yani na ye adwuma o say for the look of things no obeka no kure a kire me yes bi ba o mo besan bedwane atoye ho abepa adwuma ye for no de wahunu obi anka asem bi anche ntini se me pa me taking my decisions na brofu na abroche na ebeto no first no enye ne sa abroche na omo system no omo hunu say eyo omo nkwa oto ba bi na yenso system ne say we live by ourselves enti ma be ha experiences microaggression no enti me say Ghana say nyambo na say metimi duro betena ho a ba bia estate area me yeso say metimi atena because ma nipa be ha ma na adwene nyina e close enti no wo hye ba bia okoga na class won ntini pani ko mo hye ba bi din enti me rag me koga na say ba bia me kwa amani eje me hye da fa car na mako station aban ni dede na ho na me kraba na ho so metena ho a na me amasena kufi metena ho a na me kraba na ho so a na fi masena kufi at least dede kakra fu mo
What can you draw?
What
What can you do, legend? Yeah.
Wait. The biasa.
enti no naturally no me hwe nyankopon ebo be before say yentena mum dede me find say ba bia dede kan part of us ɛna nkurɔfoɔ nso wei nso no they've been programmed to say wokɔhu sɛ obi kora mpo ɛwu da hɔ a wontumi nkɔka ma ne na hɔ no nwu asa ɔmo life no akɔ biribiara kyenkyenkyɛn na asesei no mahu wiase no a asesei mo Mr. Ben ɛka asɛm bi a ɔyɛ teachings na ɔka sɛ wiase asomdwe ɛdi kan kora mpo kyɛn sika asomdwe ɛne nkwa a ahoɔden wom nti this is the path through these teachings no machu so sɛ melibi asomdwe ɛne nkwa a ahoɔden ɛwom wɔsɛ nyinaa obiara so bɛtestify sɛ woduru Ghana the kind of energy we are not cross Sunday man and also a different thing. Because it would ha almost a catcher and say Metanaham check rumpana. I'm here and Kwana Yankopon de many parts independence as soon and because of say a warning tino and what to me commerce and one intino say man pet doctor with all advice and say man pet kwame for some kwatina because me lucky sunlight no titus I want bar. Enti no manya bibia I was a medical na me ma obi mfuna fie kakra obi nya sempo benya binti so ya me ma me papa eni odi agro kwa ne sika ntwe be mebebam obi ntimi ntimi fie ho kwan ba se se nipa bre na true Mr. Bin teaching sintin so yet me put up some poultry farm da ashase a eko en deadline I dey to her this year na beboa e be fie abeboa ma Ghana economy akoso ama yen so Ghana afa ne ntuma pa afra ko yina se ye bana se ye di yensa ebeka hu bi a Ghana na eyi ma ye nyina ne nyina so ye benya sunbi obi aso ko pa so open a life we obetena ha wontena ha ya ebe ko fie nso no ye beka akọboa no ye beka akọboa ye die eno ani fie and we have chosen peace over everything Yankopon shira na onka mo kan kam any Mr. Buffy any Mr. Obin nyame nhyira mo ene nkyerɛkyerɛ pa mɔde ma yɛda mo ase pa
of a
kan kam so kan book bi asɛm patwa yɛmfa number na text wa na sɛ
okay sure no
patwa yo mate
yeah of a just a quick one to add to near African man and obi say oko Ghana now do to Ghana International Airport. I feel a big relief, very true over back and so on now. So you care about Ariano. It's not only in Italy, but almost Bibinibi or Wabruchibiano, America, Canada, or Wabruchibiano, we suffer with vitamin D deficiency. A lot of us, and so you be now time to check up. I'm sure I check. Say you know, ebu a feel drowsy as a day no call off as a hunama your mrene say most of the time when you have vitamin D deficiency, and it can also affect your calcium levels. Entire, but only be that blood work not check is saying. And I also recommend that if you can, and by force, if you can, usually cancer crop for ni be more practicing medicine waha. And I say obi or practicing medicine will come or no practicing tropical medicine. Tropical medicine, the senior Ghana, how the ATM, Yaribu Akokan. We are not insulting their intelligence, but genuinely they don't really know much. DS is to prescribe, make their money from insurance, blah blah blah. No more. Because I have a younger brother. Now when your tummy upset, he was highly constipated. And I'm who said, as a young guy, 20-something years, young coloscopy. At that young age, and I said, nah, it doesn't make sense. Say you could trebi for the first night should be maybe 40 plus. Or sometimes
50 and about 40.
Yeah. 50, so what can I say now when Papa didn't come it doesn't sit right with me. Until we try different people. I mean PCP Indian. First now you're Ghanaian, but no we're free hand me say you call physician and be ho. Near call no or catch and say yanko meaning papa yanko then kaya mini aketwana. No nini din komo na o my ebe frɛ back. Like as we here's our colonoscopy now more can aduane na odi no aduane na odi is ni body no any aduane na odi no naturally enye den emfa no man recommendation ye chi baby bebre but o chenyi ni diet no chenyi ni lifestyle ni kakra and he didn't have to do those kind of things but we no kwa sometimes health system is not a health system but it's naturally it's a sickness and disability management system. the more you are sick, the more we give you all these prescriptions, the more we are giving you all this kind of diagnosis. Sometimes take a second person's opinion. As in a dying situation, take a second person's opinion before you even start taking the medication or even start going by the diagnosis. Now, yeah, the amount. Ebu on share that's all, yes, sir. Genuinely, until body system that's about those who practice tropical medicine over here. Majority of them understand Africans, and they are common that we can get. By vitamin D, deficiency, they are there cause obu a betimi kra ma watwa ahwe wani so be youtube no watwa ahwe enye obi na eye wadru Ghana from fa nko ba bia. Please check your vitamin.
Yeah, Jimmy talk almost about 1 week. Almost every year, I'm at hospital by 1 week, another 2 weeks.
The supplements, yeah.
Also supplement as it come. To say vitamin D, how can any vitamin C, we checks and no who the wash or two. Then you deficient and I know what per supplement and the account. Who man, some and banner win your chance. So 1 week off for a copper baby area war. 90 area no not sweaty because sometimes he is sweaty because of weather.
Yeah.
If you not I say what pay area no what build the immune system for the next cold weather.
I want him to say you cook and kaka in can organ and I want him to be an amateur.
And your boga in them, you buy be pinkus ya portrait from
you what you
my register your friends Africa my register no betonkus ya.
About you Mati
Yo
yeah.
I did me for book into obi my your friends say when now can remember fan information.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm say you appear na ko ai.
Yeah,
I'm man content na ya wan kokra na ne ya na line nye. You appear.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So for call.
Are you ready? Yeah, the body as say what the nkwache ye na ohun sade no. You are na my collection baba.
Also for call. Kanina.
Just I won't penny for. Yeah, that must it. Mr. Bain, Mr. Buffy, can come. Yeah, that mean say. Mr. Edu, I mean Shram. That must it. I hope someone in Candy.
Oh, you're talking about.
Okay, good. Before I make come assumption, and I'm okay vitamin C deficiency asem. Aside benefits I need and they use our primary no. What they are young share young Ghana for na tuntum for na or more America Europe. Your more D50 econo. Let's ask them about their prostate health. More prostate in the homes and something saying baby na problems. Ni na vitamin D no. We are not money exposed to no. Here the synthesis of vitamin D now some chemicals be more. I think say research say very important. Say about a prostate be kese and not to me suppress no. Inti ye na ye tuntum for na your skin no here a lot of sun energy. Na dia produce sa calcitriol or calcitrol type of vitamin D no yenya no e ma yenya issues. When you say your primary JHS so much say upe vitamin D is the early morning sun. Sa dey we aka say nya no kore. Obroni dey is the early morning sun because no woni melanin woni melanin.
Yeah.
By no melanin no e be block a lot of the rays, it protect you a lot. Inti here a lot of exposure. Inti we akata ban about 12 no na ya peja abrewa no na be see awie no. Akokora no yeso obeto awia. Ontumi nanti no, there was a reason to that. Inti awia no hu hia, inti utena buruchire sa akora at least e yi akora de bra. Beto awia no bi eye. Epie wo ho nso out to be fine. Hu hia pa nkankan mema no nyesa katita ndie mba jibi ansama ba. Omo ba mtete hwiche mu adudo na omo trousers na ya kese em katita ma ehyehyem sa ahyehyem ho. Aha nti yenhwe ho no so ye. Now, legend,
Yes, sir.
how to beat the system, part 2. Now maybe say, yeah, te ha, yeah, te Ghana ha, and yeah, wa bruchi, yeah, Jane say, Ghana health system nye na o yare kura na obewu na ye vice president kura na no fra bruchira ba okohwe no ho yare no tena ha nko wuye no ye betumi ye wasa adwen ye betumi atena ha break system na ajan creative well e be yes sir question no
Almost say a vice president or try and go.
say o say ye bi wo mindset na say ono kura na ye panyin kura o yare wakwa bruchira anya bruchira kan ho anto no na me bisa say 60 years na otikrom ha no
Mina
yes, not Kroma, not or anything.
na almost 100
I don't
years.
know.
Undu going back. On say baby I know baby aka. Now they are good dey won ho fi a obenyam.
Benya, na correct.
Asema ani so okotwe behim kura okotwe behim aka wasem. Which is okay. But what was arguing na just a member tena wo bro kire na yeso yentra yiko. So because you are being be a tena kromu ha. So we obi a opese oyiyi akire na opede ntia oba ha obewu oni ade a member. Menye sure so mo abrekire mu. Omusu ebi a de mo kwan mo fa so no ebi anye the same kwan na yeso fa so wa. No, obi nka say any lapses. Your lapses, but we also have advantages. Just as more advantages and more lapses, you know. So it's not a holistic structure. It's just a more be 100% right. There are other areas that the system no born homoden. The same thing here. Into Osha, no shani nyina mi no na me dwen say kan nyina boma ha no eventually or better. You know, you're better off here. And nipa be brave minim panyinfo almost them amon kwa mo di be 70 years and no call care home maybe more on oxygen on kwa na da and the back once a week or so maybe the next time I na papa na wu no kwa nipa dodo say na e bo bra kakra okrom ha omo bo bra kakra okrom ha on kwa na tia yama na oxygen on kwa na ye call ye wu nipa dodo say Vice President, ono na chusu ye. Na go betima ko Kenya, go betima ko Nigeria kwa ko sana ho yare. Go betima ko South Africa. Ono na chusu so peso ko England. And there's no proof say Ghana na nke intimi sana yare. Oh, tia men yet said there. Sometimes we ko na Ghana for yare sana ho yare. Sana yare o. Oh. Yes, obi DC change say yen kan dia akari nyina bom ni yen tontwene. Oh, na sebe.
Ola jakasa. Yeah.
No, wodo broni na wodo no normal wo twa otikura wo se. Wo beda na se. Na dis one nyam fun so ba ko. Bi gina so akari nyina bom senye. Abi it's your choice. But eventually, so all trans now she need pay the 70 or abruchia. Something should speak to you. She abrabo mo, she sicknesses. She loneliness. Dejection. Some of them are still even working. It's not like it's that simple. And then hono kra na nye deal. Minim say minim British do to wa mo take Ghana eje Ghana ho say Ghana bo mo pa minim how many British are here. Say that. Or how many Americans are here. But here dey ekodi ba bia.
Ombe first kan kra mo de beko.
Me we fie ho say ye no I said ye hono no ye bomaye. It's amazing. Ghana ni a wo ye doctor or ye professor or watimi agi America na tum. Waji atum so nkana no ntumo no sa ato no de ho mentiase minim how many Americans wo ti kromo ya o magi ha atum mo to mo kro no ho sa tie de
ye na kodi
ya kodi enti me ho so kasa kra I say obi atwa bi no kasa kasa no enye nani a otwa bi any progressive report bi akra ba ha eba ha. Do you see how I punchy holes $1 na ego?
Yeah. Oh. I me drink why me say that. Why? Which people are these? They are thinking in reverse.
I don't know if crass.
Oh, but no more than crass. Say you know.
I will be. I say why. You know, correct. Sabe. On say Ghana no ankasa deɛ. I think apart from Dr. Nkrumah or modern so many books. I would the best on say go for the about 400 years old. Different stages. Bonene normal mudiaye Nkrumah. Yes, say at the point of Dr. Nkrumah will take you over. When the mining companies in Asase no say no. We Nkrumah. No ma be brand no say na Nkrumah mo repair.
Legend, yenim kuro bi okuro e Ghana ha. Kuro no senka earthquake is wo so wo asase no wo so kakra bi anko mu nyina be kopom.
Yes.
Kuro ni nyina ati amana so.
Ani abrofu ya na betu gold no ho nyina mebo.
Mo an on be ye kuro ni nyina ati amana so.
Enti minindi enti aye bobro ni so sa. So wo sua de wo say no particularly here ha no you say history no kra de nipa be bre ni mo. Nim o say you can't you bosire can you can't with our feelings and you really ade aye sua enti wo say wa ko school pa ko ye hwan but sa no ma wo she dam pe no ma bin kika yin sua nwen kwa agiri ti obi na no kasa atim say we are uneducated in this and major part by ho many of our people are uneducated some be free and no ba no wo sua kakra we rate me ho.
Yeah, I'm not saying vitamin D deficiency.
Government I don't think I'm one more day. Bibi awoye bi ade bi he. It's a wokoto your mpanyifo edu abrochire pa so mesi aje abrochire ho. Eh possible ni onimiansa ho. Won tutu no mantisa Ghana hona. Ghana hona dey say dem bia na moye. Ghana hona dey oya obewu. Ghana hona dey say akrofo. And it's all because entertainer. To be na no bia just what the hot for.
But say the painful kakra no obo hu niam o ebimo you say ebimo kasa yi ebimo enye sa bebre I mean bebre ye dey by and not the first no
okay
and said okay because if we were drew sa age na afi o head e ko bi o ko ma o ba enko o hu ba bi over say na ntisa
omono ye afedi ma pem for na
ma pem for
because who say say our pem oni ba bi akọ me volunteer say nka mefa opening bia me ni share ofi Ghana pedifo ni bi oba krom ha na me wo hayo na me ka che ni say me panichew me request nyina ye ba akọpe oma men drive no to the farmlands no mfa nani nkọhwe some irrigation system any machines akuafo ni bia park egu ho omunyusu na nkokodu Ghana even Ghana on the onka say on farmers ni bi mekasa farmers ni bi free omofie wo ho to talk to them say opeso to ticket mom no mombra Ghana na ye metreni ebinum on the irrigation system e Ghana the solar irrigation. This is about 5-6 years ago. Okachire me say on Ghana for community now so for be meeting any the legend papa nanko
sine nanko
wanko things that will bring development to the country they will not have time for it. On a soft work with meeting was sorry them yeah
and here you
spiritual
education
yeah
legend can want some spiritual education.
And say wait no religious one.
Religious education, correct.
Bro.
It was you did me and Sonny Akuana. See, did me. Yeah,
it's legend. The American to us, and they said, be what responsibility as part of the many topics I was treating. Ubedi ya wa wasade wasudie obi beboa okra na wa wasudie wo na wosawe wapom den ka ho enti enye system bi aban building na ebe ma wo wapom den aye correct never so what ya bruchi na odwen say ye te ha na ye de ye yare ani yewu a you are deceiving yourself deɛ wobɛdi deɛ wobɛnom time a wobɛdi no nneɛma ewura wo mu from da ɛwɔ wo ɛno na ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ wobɛdi mfe ahen wɔ asase so na wɔpɔ so adeɛ bi wɔso ɔmo a nyini kyɛ no they are conscious ɔmo nim biribi for ɔmo apɔmuden ho na ɔmo ho risk adeɛ bɛ risk ɔmo life so ɔmo pay attention nti na ɔmo nyini kyɛ na yɛsɛ akwa no tuu kaa no amɔ mpaeɛ na ɔkɔhwee hɔ na kaa no owuiɛ na mebisa sɛ nti kaa no nso akwa no wantɔ kaa no na wantu kaa nka wobɛwu anaa
Yeah, okay.
Munijina unindia.
Country mo. So majo line.
Oh, I'm so mute. Yeah, mute. On mute.
Yeah, okay. In the line.
In the line. Okay.
So we are safe one as well.
Obeko was with the.
Obeko was with the. No,
if you say mommy, right?
Mommy. Yeah, mommy.
Mommy kasa ya obana watwas.
Okay.
Mi hu ai kusi from po oko.
As was film.
Okay.
Bacho mtimi kasa.
Bacho yes kasa.
Oh, okay. Ndasi midamu nyina so ase. Me say like I've been saying, you know, yes, this me tifie. I'm in Kwajuma. Probably in coming chance way any Mr. Vinda Akon any munina ishia to agree. Na I am very pleased and Hami Bibri say me Kwajuma. It's been therapy for a couple of months now. Me recuperating from whatever. You know that one alone me manage na me guzua me titi. So Benda also thank you very much. I think Mr. Akufanami Ekasai and he's trying to help me out. Nadia Bakwa onokra de baya menini discuss no. I bring any ekasi yetwatua intino na oka your friend is saying abu ya bi ho asem na ene na me so me interested na me babi e ofie. Yeah, I can do that even before say may ready and may Miss Neil whatever no. Nti mama friend me ba no na me ba na ka chem say yeah me cousin back all and on wa ba fi wa ba tutu oh man the time na me friend no ogina shop or efe e ma on fix here yin mana just say or when yankofo me no a nti I think it's say niema we no very important na manage bebre. Na me say last yin so me bisa question actually madam for no bisa question so no unya chance Emma has nti the question back what the brave me say in a moody na say opeso be invest here Ghana very important. So investing in farming and technology whatever and real estate. Na no onye sure say obetimi aba Ghana sisi but ni nka opeso ye ni say nka so opeso hwe say edian na obetimi invest in right now ewo Ghana obenya nti ma me de wayi ni bi ma no ese onhwe nti no ohwe na say obetumi come out with something no so no choice nti no say bisa say what are most promising industries for investment in Ghana and I'm say so no so research and I don't have all the questions like answers for that you know the question is all the brain be then how can I identify profitable business opportunities in Ghana market and I'm saying wow
Bukulo sa
koso and the question is not the mame no and I'm trying to say I don't have answers also when you go you ask and I'm so okay sometimes me ban the questions in about me church and my sending a text message into a while also nya ideas be na the problem I want me share any also or try say or discuss it with the husband Let me say initially, we heard about some of the issues now be can or also the husband and fanagima na what he is trying to do he's trying to talk her out of the a year or the baby I catch and say like more can wahe one the better the could so ukwa investing in the ubeboka nafi bibia ayi na wa wisiska na wo trans ya wo hwe Ghana system na economy ade just oh yeah no any argument trying to say it's not that all that bad na or yes nka wo hwe videos na me de man no ebi nanka ebi a they will think together or see are successful just say the guy is not even ready to listen. The first thing you'll be saying so now who is cow baby they call yes we are and I won't country me and it didn't was static cry to say blame no and I say of also hide sikabi or no be man enya way. Inti and only a year or no I can say well only or the back I'm already hoping say enye sisi ya but at least sisi ya na yayi ma passive videos yi bi amana dwen change ba niema bi so ebetimi ay successful na on the chair say eventually or better ba fi na edu ba bi kra say so quitting the job or be quitting the job and come obama ni see whoa what is happening nti adani an issue right now.
Hey, wako tu jagu vyo.
Oh, senior video.
Wako tu jagu vyo.
Esi only pada uni say me na me dey we brand. O si mantunu fu yi hwan in some bebre but eno dey nya me problem. What I say
Basically, we catch us about no crack as a view.
Yeah. Almost yi nipa. Inti just Emma Okofa in some money one to say as usual they bring all the negative yina nkrofo ya onga successful ni shani mani amano ni nyina buy I just say or try say or nene inti no issue sisi ana me ma chen say I'm trying to help out so I will forward all the YouTube near na breno or pesua for further also only time also on your show so bit me and I'm so one day you bit me be serious questions that is what the host is saying now question back. Okay, go ahead.
This is here no bisa industry say promising ne saa nyoma no isi oba no ofilia ye kire no bi no oba no ofilia ye hwan na man ofilia.
Oh, another say mean timi nyina no but say so far no so or tini ma bi asisi say enye one day na obetimi information mo de ban deep and there's a lot as say we go through ni nyina no baby wo ho a we be taking note baby wo ho a ebebie wadwen mu wo ha maybe ni thinking no baby wo ho a ebesisa kakra so te say nti eno de wontimi emfa nyina so right away nka say bi oba no be firi ana bibisa ebi ogusu o hwehwe no at the right time no obenya understanding ni say ubeye business there are risks factors involved ubetimi feel ubetimi but if you fail what do you do? They say the Bible no can material whatever until that's where you pick up yourself until another along the line a bit me abam but you hear see so and a group position be so partner no agree a ma life miserable it is say no or crossroad I only say the papa na can no for anasi or no move on to open me idea.
Okay. I think say we dey paying for question, but I think say why are there what feeding the kakra ye. Actually no kwan no. Oma headache do sana me hunu because analysis no doso. Oh. Enti wo de wa push information na man ankae no mane ono ankɔpɛ obenda ko kyira kwan no ntie nsɛm no bi. Because obi onya time kra ma ha no na kyɛ sɛ oduru ba bi na opem a wa na obi so gu so bi. Nti I think say why are there so would information na man no but I am on one kasa so you are there we know you DIY you do it yourself.
Well, I know the obisa me question me I will ask and ebia ni o so ho boa no money ehu enema nti no maybe me na mind support system right now.
Debbie.
Nti no
Whatever if you love it and I say whatever is very important to you, no, and found this in you have time for it. Into when you do that point.
Also your time, man.
You do that point now here na pan. Into no the way you dey say you can because say idea important man pan ka koye no kra na bia woni the husband ko discuss you know. Castle no obigina pinting. So when you two mind hard that means in here na sa. In you do that point no. That point no be ba obesa ba bi. The best I make catch one say pet Mr. books ni bi to be never man the one ready and ya just show her the way na the aka no no wontimi best kasem na sa develop enforce nipa
no I know the me mama na hu baby am gina
no jano
mama na hu baby am gina enti no for instance only between Nico no maka say I'm not going to be the third person na be create problem. Enti no at this time no mama no so far na momo ya questions here or the
no maybe some question
me was suggestion ke to be ma
enti
overduko
yeah
mama mesirawo
e pa chomo mama kasa bio na kusili mi data na be sanko
kusi ma loke wo dia wo minya wa dia be yo
sister ma yewo kasa bia yeka ya na nanom kan se uni adaje ya yenye beyi sana business tie Mr. Obin wo session bi one on one se why serious manim book one on one no for just 1 hour with Mr. Obin na ombisa question bi a wo onya that direct interaction no with Mr. Obin okọ enu wie na se sa enu na ntimi an solve the problem na e ba cho to muda de wo me pese wo ye ni say de wo kan no build your own as an example and let your success speak to her. Inti don't focus too much on convincing her. Catch any say Mr. Obin one-on-one section on tuya nonko. No nene nko tena say one-on-one. No any information, any question be or 1 hour. He will have time for her, and then ombisa question direct from him. Now, wono focus on building yourself and let your success be your story. For success and no person you would any be a blueprint. Now you can lead her to what you are doing. For now, I want you to focus on yourself. One way I obey you women in India focus convincing or no so will be our so no more actually. So the anchor holding her is heavier. Maneuver the anchor no who keep Mr. Obin. Then you and no focus over there. One-on-one is one of the perfect things Mr. Obin has that she can take and benefit from. And nobody leave from that headache. Say, Osi Onya da Mr. Obin one-on-one now. She's not ready to do business. Then you leave her alone.
Thank you very much. Inti Mr. Obin, this is my story right now. Inti for now, no, Mr. Francis Afovi or busy kakra and also be getting back to me. But for now, me pese me mame bano kotosa mame for now, no, as I'm waiting for Mr. Afovi, no. This is my story right now.
Because the other side is Say the Madam Funukuni say what the other side. You go crowd no money be brave or bofom. You have formula no crano, sebe. I say, young Casana in ye crony, the formula papa be a cry day. But it's capacity building, they said in Pennyphone in Akan.
Okay.
A building will be a building. It's not like a cry to have a BBI perfect. Odo Saka be before to me bomb, but what's you both obey? Now, after all, see, you did that for myself, go be a
no correct.
Into peso, yeah. I mean, there are some things that you would have to sacrifice.
Okay.
And you know, multi abroche no do especially. If you want to abroche kurana, I don't think so. So crew boss out.
It's not easy.
Yes.
It's not easy.
It's normal. It's natural. Many of our people are like that, especially Obi Obe tribe. But on course will be suya. I mean, that's the thing.
Okay.
You shouldn't try to convince him to say the empty.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I don't try to convince anybody. No.
Yeah.
I think there should be some fire that should spark in you. That you want to pour more petrol on it.
Yeah.
Yes. If the fire is not sparked, it's not our duty to convince you to come to Ghana. No, I won't do that. And go for me to me frame me, oh, madam, for be me person. We no be any business. No me make us. No, I'm saying there are thousands of people who are looking, who are crowding 2 minutes, man, of Ghana is so thankful.
Yes.
So we should spend time on those who are ready.
Okay.
Yes. There's so many people who are so appreciative. And yet the old man of 10 hours across still over discount. And maybe but the jar of the hour on your soul.
Correct. Okay. That's a question be a mess and me the best and
Yes, madam.
Yo, thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Anna. About also.
Me say there will be there me pa anadwo 10:30 and I will be premise we hu me number on the phone so nti or hwe ni pakoro. Sa mere and where you my please no. Mr. Bemo how o number so I say
na o number no ehunu phone so nti we hwan. So o say mo me number of phones so be hwan.
What's up? My friend, I do a word that is a who's that?
Yeah. And no, the bro for the identity crisis or
seriously. Where they not the any fear by phone they me free so. I am mommy be na no you me free so cry. Enti they na make no answer broche for no among the many excuses I want. Almost a health system so nye enti na amompe so mbetena ha. Watra ha ya wo ha di be 30 years. Ebi kura 35 and san otu kan kwa broche wo anwu. Ba okoye no suddenly wo so bad ya ubewu. Enti na che say ase wa adwen. Enti momra wo pese wo ba health system nye problem. When di ya na obeyare. Me say wo didi ye kura malaria wunya. Me wo ha first. Legend me won me wo ha 2016 minya malaria bi nkai edme ko. Me free England ba ya almost o free o kwotena ba bi kura ba theory no sa na chire o kwotena ba bi kura na antontom ni ho no ana malaria ni ho no ba walusu immunity enti o ba no kura na oye the most susceptible cow pe o cow no nya malaria ho me ba me nya malaria da dia ma ya ne se masesa me diet nya bi da me ti kura mpa me na me de na musa me ya adwuma 7 days a week enti eja no man be bre ho a ena you can send bi e wo radio invest we say ye breaki we are praying to break nothing ade ani ho na ye breaki enti sade no ye akoya say mirage won ye nam kwan no so asensuo ta kwan no mu wo koro na ho say ade na nye nokore enso so wudi akire na aka say wo nkwa anka wo say ade na huruhura wo anko enso eni ho wani so na ye wo sa enti no ma bebre ayeka na Ghana ehu na anadwo nyina ye nam kwan so nothing ye nchi asama mpoda campus amoroba enti dia na ye ma nkrofo we ye hu it's not true mum ye mra ha nyi hu aha yen na nipa ne wo ha ye nwuye legend breaking the system na think say o se hwe ye PS no nyoma ankofo de ahye ye trimu a eni ho na egbo ye hu no yen hwe no so bebre na is just a theory ankofo ke we kin kwa say kotole bombo hwe ni kotre yam ya dama
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm saying kusi.
Yeah.
She said the room is so Yama light off for Hannah.
And your friends campaign Mr. Obia, I'll make block you.
Mr. Mbroke.
Oh, we know you shaka cry with Johnny Fee, you could cry and cram.
Mammy Cassim Bencho. Mammy Cassim Barco. Oh, say ye can't health system abroach no. Yes, say Papa chain Ghana dear. Me who can come pa mi dware me who to make a camera e be say 1 hour no na te say me jimi ho enje nti no kwasem na me ka ne no me wa America nya to da dware no me nko dware o me ko bathroom ho a me hohoro me ma de no ho nko a ma twi me moto no kwasem na me ka no na me pie me yen kramofo de ni bi
ofa me di wadanse me mo England am was a problem no bi me di wadanse ma ka o hada
na me hu timi ke kamia me di hospital hospital so ko hospital na omo nkrofo se eye chan bibia omo ko no makọ mfidi omo di makọ hihye mu di ye me anko me bedru enanu ya 2 weeks ni me ka kire o se afi me anu busam se na enya me ana
e di ane ne ka ho
na rashes bi wo se ye nwi na esisi ye ho no skin no enwi no na say pimple bi esisi mu nkete bebre wa me skin no just 2 weeks ni me hu sa de me hu bibia wa me hu bi.
That is the magic of Ghana. Ebe ira ofa me do
Jare
dance
me hu nkeka me enti yeni akatakata yeni no efrefra kwese boni efra ya adwen nani enu nti no yete wa yete nka se eho bibia ye che madam fu bi papa panyi bi wo me ka ne de ba ka fem wi na maba be the system papa no ne ntore mpanifo manimu a ehunu ye oko hospital wo sa kuro no so America ho no oko eko echichi na ne hwe ade ne ntimi nko doctor bi wo Ghana ha wo ye bibidru ye frɛ no Dr. Boabin Authentic Dr. Boabin eno o kire ne se papa kokoto we ne di fruit bi o kire no ne ja we ampa wo ye just 2 weeks na ade no ko papa ba ko so ye frɛ no edi amede ama no papa ambulance de bia me se me ne me yere ne me ma ye ba Ghana o ya o se ne kura ambulance ni mu ide Ghana de sa ambulance no yare a obewu enti mato ne din se papa ambulance o ye adwuma United Airlines o peja bags ya 58 years o ko 60 years no afi ne spine no ne kon wa yi nyina no ne fa nyina dodo omuso mbe ne surgery no ye 50-50 enti wo ho na ne yire nua bi ono so yare wo Ghana ha kuma se ne fa dodo sa ena obi ma ne aduro bi e frɛ ne kakampempen obi a watena kura se da no utu na rere ho no a sa kakampempen ne ode fra coke enti oba Ghana no papa ndi sa aduro ne ma no onom ye no surgery no eden yo hwan yo pain na ofam no a ni nyina ne nsa ne gu no ho na wontimi ni nyina akọ okodre na doctor ne busa ne say na papa fa na okoye na ade we ye wo da so te ase o se me call Ghana me konya aduru afi o say wa konya aduru kra de mu nuru no ya na measurement ne nya papa ntima me chaka o kidney ma ai ne ho atɔ no a otimi kɔ adwuma no mu no de ya na measurement mu fa no overdose ne de me so o kidney no liver o check ne kidney liver gold nti abuko mama ye ni na ho na ye kurom a ye wa de oye wa ha papa
Opa na me de hospital no manko ahokeka no hospital no manko go me na minim say problem na ye ba bia me ho no na ye me sa me de manko
me de me ko because na me nya anije won me ni paduam
yo
me nya anije enti de na me yire so fam me ntimi nka ne nyina ono so beduru fie ne nyina dodo enti we ma me kai video bi a Black American ni oni me say DJ Nyame na bloggers mu ba ko na ye o say ono de obeduru Africa no motherland say na ya omo frɛ no motherland no yare a woni hu nyina kɔ na ono de so be sa ba America ho bi mu a say na America ni ya on de o kama no ho na wajimi papa so be sa na chia ba sa kuro no so bi mu dia na oyefu ti ono de onya bedru motherland no onko bi ni yare nyina ai wono ho no ekɔ na se ne amodi ka aka no eye business me yere ketwa odi me yere chi me no oye doctor ewo ho o say brafin pon health system dey business o we do mama we no do ama we no ye prescribe ko obeti wani no na ya yo kojo to enti Ghana ye wa de papa wa ha Africa enye Ghana ko de o Africa afi so mi so be ka bibi sa abrabon na bekoso yi a gise onya oba woni na dwen ye baako no kwasem pa ye nuan bebredi ka akasa opeso oba na busuafo opeso oba na yere peso obeto ano ho ne ade ansa metima ba no me yere support me enye ono a enka yentimi mma enti wunya oba ono wo adwen kromu a no kwasem se abrabon no obekom anim Ghana enye hu sa enye hu me nka ne se enye hu mpo enye hu ye ba ye wa hotomu papa me mai omo wa hotomu omo ani je ene obi tie asua se ne ye to ade koto ade o maami we ho breme maami mpacho good morning mpacho me to bibi oye rehearsal o dem ani twi o de be akoto ade no o twi na o kan na ni age meso mani age se oye Ghana ni enti mo me mrafie meso obi obie ye ni kankam oni Mr. Befe ne program ni ye kama na no de no me data ne sign jam ya na jo no na me de me mani ko school me kope admission ama wo me ko ye no me mistress ne bon komo no ye bon komo na me say ade nti na mo yi the history no free school no mo a se mu nkyere history bia abrofo de na mo kyere afi no hwe manim ana se papa na de ofi ana me se me fi Ghana ha ya ana me so se ye be wi school no na ya dwen nyina ya akosi broni ana so say language is ni de kama aha se ye French na se me ba no nsu French o school ha French on fa nyehwe enti no kwasem ni say ye nim ye ho ye nim teacher for no omunim hwe enti me kakwa achiri bebrebe na ahase na ase wo gime chie afi me cheche nema bebrebe afi oto di ho se ampa ne wo ka no no kre ene ya akọ YouTube Mr. Obin ni books no wo ho enti the school we no beji bia nkope books no ye nchema school hafo nyina
Wow.
enti ye wo ade papa ene mo bie ye ni dodo so ben ye ni abie dodo ye ba se ya na me hu ne me nka ya appreciate o onsem no ehu hia se ma bibusa se me so ben de na menye Mr. Befi mpacho ma me so ben number e de na menye ade no nyina waka gu dada answers ni nyina ka ho passage and the answers questions answers ni nyina wo mu dada ene papa ya me fe no papa ambulance ene ne ni abre o pegana ba den na no say na ha de so ba obewu se de adwuma no yeyi ni firi mu no a se no hu otwi uba ansa na ne dan no otwi aka no ne retire sika no ye 1000 and yasa yi 200 fees for Medicaid enti na adwuma 27 years wabetena kro no ma ye nyina ne sika nyina ye $800 enso dan ne tua nti se ne ni abre so be ye mpreko enti no kwasem se ye kromo de Zabe fi me ho atomi o ya ma light of uhuru wo mu so emfa me ho yeso ye de no e bie mpoma na to ho enye ye nti na metena sa yakuro no so ye dum no ada menya sika na mato generator ne bi miniska meto se sika no ye de invest nti ye da uhuru no mu ne ye invest sika na masika na enyini na mfa so ni bi de akoto generator na ba bisi o te ase enti system ni ye bi ti no bro ho ase da form di ene mi so ben ye kokoko line no ye ko emma no osichina na ye mra na onfa yenko na ni agye keke echina ye ko start koko no ye ko share asase na seben na oma yakobo structure na kokro esnia Mr. Befi ma start mi ton koko mi akasa me ne meyere ni ye nya obi susu a adi azumbi o watermale no wa mai obi enti ye be sua free no ho enti koko no ye nyina ye ko ton koko no ye be start ye nsuo no so no oma betu nsuo na wie echina on be fix it pumping machine ni ade ni nyina polytank na me kotoye e no so be bre chop money oti ase enti ye poultry farm adwuma no so ya woda e no so beba enti any time a ye no mra no a ye start wo mo susika ne mra no na ye di nsuo de no na ye dididi kakra enti Ghana no enye dende nye huhu saa di hia se obeba fom di hia ne se obeba fom beda fom din obu ohun mi kra se na wo hwe wo chale ne wo jense ne wo ayi ya na order auto na me yes anso aboa me papa ma niema ke bebo double no bebi wa me faka me nam fa me dem chale na me kọ enti ye nyina ye nam mu ye mo me bo double first no makopa ke me car no wo ho na wo hu me si free from wa no dey abom ya dey 20 cities e ma me 60 cities enti no kwasem anwumre mama ya dwemu ate na se wansua de bia no a enti me mbuso akwasi mo se moral eba untimi BT system no enti adesuare de so onya bedru Ghana ha anasa wo abrochire no bo money say video so ne ade no obe start happening de bia no ebe hye un crime ema utimi gina Ghana setana nkrofo se enye no nkrofo bebre no se madwenye so obi wa menene kasa na me se me nko bie na me ye ne koko sen na we su de na me so eno ana mpesa me ye nsuo na me tu no me sin begu me car mu de akọ echima wa ha wo bebu wo fie se 1 cedi wo di gu car mu kwa 3 cedis enti wo frɛ me a se me be ye complimentary card flyers na me de number was so fra na ye bu ogum na ye de abro wo ti ase eno kra so be ma usika bebre enti Ghana ne ma bebre wa ha o sesi a me ba me the washing machine be for e wa ha enti me be ye yiso wa ha card na ma cheche laundry me the treat be see me car no so na me de akọ papa no si niema na bo papa no si niema na wabanti wo niema yifia me pa cho fabra e be si ni fofo ama enti me ba be ye stock to na me de machine asi ho na ma start ye si niema ofia ha me nko je store wa bonte me start ni wo he ya ansa na me pia bonte ho America bo akọ je store bo akọ je ho niema niema ansa na wa ye laundry no ensuo ya metu bo ho yi America ultimate to o backyard ho sika no kra unya na o de atua je so ko free
ikotu obayi homeowners association we be there too
o paki cast re o wani mo kra ye to paki cast re do so o ka no fie nanim na o ka no advert wo ho no o ye kan say interfere you can say pest control ho adwuma na wo ye no wa trotro o ka no ya be kan kire o say esi anim a wo ye advert into the fakoshe garage Ghana ha wana be ka kire me say ma menye laundry wo me fie ha ma me ntu boho wa ha say boho no nkrofo ani agye masa we de nkyini nim ye ba beto enti sese no ye nya ye chop money so ben nya ye chop money to be ba fi business so ko sua na time no so a me fro na
me say me ba ho say wo sua ni nyama me ba enye den
ai bra
Because I'm a little na we Daniel we do no ma se
why Mami tell you.
Mami
okay. Kasa.
Because I'm touching me here with Nama, never be how I saying you right. And you know, first question.
Okay.
I can't hear Capital only you are doing any of that. So I think myself, if you can find out game, my wife, it's a both opposite because look at the matter that can start. I don't know about Mr. Bean chance and for being that I think this year, yeah, more. I can tell you, I can't tell for sure. Me do say Mr. Bean channel, once away through.
ai ta fo ni ja wo mo
My blessing, my blessing, and I'm because we be able I do up to my life. It's no so on answer the door for so and I'm living my life. So be able to essence. That's all
Ebi abutre.
That in the past, my hand up to the be a make you have the it's no say why up to be on my job, but some you know see on no more. Yeah, I say no idea. Not how it's doing her too. Me not how it's doing because in Salana me you more I say me. Me me put to a movie on my Ghana the dada. It's a fact me may catch up to you do not make me establish you much so do not make you movie. I know sure children are moving to next time of Jano. I think that never and then the new church man tell us black. I don't know the boss on top. Into meaning no how into the person no by you know see my man. I don't want to tell you into the name back to me and I see me up and I idea. And now I can't put the education. Your body is all touched because or you may go to me. And I'm a touch because it's all you was she are the minimum by the time I idea. It's a new whereabouts. You're supposed to be African family because you be family and maybe family or their account. No, I am the back. Nti me ne me ba me ka na yɛyɛ adeɛ nti no because bi a nka ne nsɛm ɔni access to anything
Into my social media, see, and I'm a social media, social media, money to me who is your. Yes, I block no duma. And so only that if you don't get up and see you, no one, not a bishop for the family one. And so I said, now you can. And yet, it's not me, so we see me out. Every now you're the person who will be out of your gun. By the time that you, and yes, sir, and so I do my one, not you come back to me, or struggle, into no air. I can't make sure being funny there, and no one, but can you the money person go back to the how I do? You need to hear me. Not only
ɛno
before
no obi a maame obi a
a very
ɔka
extra to
all
be
the time
on
ɔka negative ɛna Ghana ayɛ den ɛna bankye bɔɔden
exactly.
wodi fufuo agye sɛ wokuta 5,000 we saa nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa wɔ sɛ oyi wɔn firi w'akwan mu
So, into me,
saa
maybe,
nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa yi wɔn firi w'akwan mu
ɛna mi de mi mu yɛ nti mi sɛ mi pa sɛ mi hia o nama mesrɛ wa mi hia o nama na bebi ka wɔ asɛm bi ɛwɔ financial eyi because the other time mi sɛ mi ka biribi ɛwɔ ɛho nti nka sɛ mi pɛ sɛ o ma mi more details na mi hu deɛ mi pɛ sɛ mi yɛ mi da ase.
Hey, legend.
I don't know. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I think that me post him now, Manu, maybe by
I'm
301.
sorry.
Yeah, 301.
Me fan to Sumawana.
Yeah. Okay, me okay with that. Yeah.
Okay.
301 549 4202.
Mr. Obey
Yes, sir.
yeah na me ka
Yes, yeah, your number. Who go ball legend? Who ball legend? Yeah. Who legend? No go.
Yeah, but yeah, two chatting.
Question number no.
Yeah, +1 301 549 4202.
Good evening.
Yeah, good.
yeah na me ka baako
Hero,
me
right?
pa so me ka baako pɛ na kɔwai
Okay.
ma me ka asɛm na me ka asɛm baako sɛ adeɛ baako a ma bɛhu ni sɛ Mr. Obi ka sɛ yeah I started small na mehu sɛ Ghana ha no nipa no bebree pɛ sɛ start big okohu sɛ bi obi wɔ nantwie 1,000 onim sɛ bi ofiti ya na nipa no nya 1,000 no ɛnɛ me call baabi na woman bi wɔ hɔ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ poultry farm no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ no ɔyɛ dan na ɛbɛtumi afa 2,000 ɔpɛ 2,000 ne sika nti wayɛ dan no bɛyɛ 6 months nie ɛso so ɔntumi nya saa 2,000 ne sika no a ɔde bɛyɛ nti yɛbɔ nkɔmaa ɛna meka sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ a wobɛtumi start 100 pɛ ɔsɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔtɔ na asase ne ade nam sɛ ɔda bi start 100 200 pɛ ɛna yɛkyɛke 200 no ho sika yɛkyɛke profit ɛbɛba no afei ɔsɛ ei ampo o nti woyɛ 200 na 6 months time no na wɔsa akɔfa another 200 nti wobɛhu sɛ ɛbɛdu 2 years no na 2,000 a wopɛ sɛ wotɔ no wayɛ dɛn woanya nti mesrɛ mo yɛ nuanom a wɔwɔ aburokyerɛ mpɛ sɛ ɔmo ba woba a nkɔyɛ no kɛseɛ biaa wona obiaa nkɔ challenge biaa akansie biaa ni hɔ start deɛ wo sika no bɛ so ketewaa bi na fa hwɛ afei ɛfa a na afei wode sika no ayɛ dɛn awura mu anyɛ saa na also pɛ no big deɛ ɛneɛ wonkɔ w'ani because yɛatena wɔakyɛ afei ne yɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ ɔma ɔmadi kan nyɛ adeɛ yɛbɛto wɔ mu sesi a nti wode nketenkete na afei woakɔ w'anim meda mo ase bebree
Sir.
See, that's it. You like I said, hero.
Bye.
Hero, I'm saying, Kasakaseka cry into Kasani.
Okay, but you to make
Affiliate.
but stop being my try follow the kakra and communion in the casa name team but I feel say na yeah available but they may do the last week I'm taking my final decisions on certain things. Me at mechanism me SHS now me start to say me training me because I want to be on myself and I may pay this 9 to 5 I'm not good at it. Into me training me kakra sakra na me professional me civil engineer so me we no me backra so you might have background. We design and build. But currently, me person me go back to my hometown, which is Western region. Now, me go start and kasa me personal work. Though I'm okay in Accra here, me to me, I start maybe, but me fear kakra ne say, what if things are going hard because me rent whatever I use here, but my hometown, no, I could get most of the things free because I don't own my meet me at Nemo, I be a office name be things will be going well though for there. But problem kakra me one and say no their mindset towards designing and building, like say when it comes to construction, they don't really understand the concept of say you're supposed to go through this process nisa mono munya mason nisa way na then they take it from there no almost sit down. So my problem is how would I convince them to be enlightened on certain things like that now make to me arise or that state no?
Okay. O question is say, person call back to hometown.
Yes.
But when let's say construction, I say people be almost fa architect and kasa, almost fa just draftman, right? No, a draft I'm almost keke, ne almost master. But yeah, then we architect and kasa na.
Me a civil engineer, by design and build.
That you the other day, the here architect me ade. One person be use our more draftman ne ade no.
Oh no, me akasa so me yes and.
Yes, I you know. It has a in other words, that's a be expensive or more man, as I say.
Oh, not as an expensive. When we say, no, to pay for those services, no, should enlighten to that. It is a instead of say be these professions no my age man no per se be who may see me no akachen say oh person me just 1-2 bedroom be na ya drafted be man there is no supervision, there is nothing saying the missing
of Abavi. Of Abavi.
Me too.
Me pacho with them. I'm more in the kakala. Offer.
Okay.
With it, so kona kusia baby a opasa o koseto no mo ko chano wai.
What's in the crew?
We are watching.
And
the kusia o mo ko chano new. Asem we Mr. Obi aka. So we are doing so the akala de no kwaso mo ko de ne o kwa untimintena. This o kona o kusia o mo ko chano na we ye de o mo ye ni bi. Ansa na wa kire o mo de wo nso de baaye no. Nanka Clark or Magia, but
oh, yeah, Modiana, now also, yeah, dear,
now, oh, it's ready or the buy, no,
the buy, no.
Okay, so what you know, they are bad because even Macy now can be no more for more diamond Macy, no more than a or Madia no matter. It's a key time and sound of Modema Macy. It is all the honey design coca of overcheck, you know, or from Nano Mungosia, who we are now the Odiana. Simple.
I'm off what near was a pie. I will see hero. I did as a Indian answer cover. Yeah, because I want to could change your more culture.
Yeah, who could change you straight up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make I say a down for Bako or Kansas or baby. Also or sit down with her. I'll try so person could see a hard dining view or so more fino cry or Ghana. Was a higher day venue and anyway no.
Yeah,
more fino. Yeah, it was our back. Yeah, went to me fat straight up.
Been an Mr. Kusika or so no go say or no on antenna call just like the average person would do. Because he's going through the process and learning from the process. Corners all they had all of a sudden even though so pepama or more, but soon is quote unquote as a person Trump saying your mama here from so many years, and no, it's not yielding results. But Okona Usia Usia na nyomo kakran of obefe na aka guy be asem so ye adwuma outside Ghana, but is your nyoma wasua nyoma tenama or outside Ghana common friends or business we na about
Hey,
at
your friends.
it.
Joseph Mensah.
Yes,
Yeah, na
yes.
kasakra. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Joseph Mensah. Yeah.
Yep.
Ti odru ono ani kromo. You see,
Yeah.
business be about no more friend because of call no more menga or no more ye bibia together. Ne, yeah. On change the omo ye ni ade. You know. Oh, yes, so many things. Oh.
Okay.
We are cool hero. It is a question. Will be one answer.
Oh no, question behind me. Okay. Let's see.
All right. And upon what's way?
Papa fe me da ase na we da me mama dwuma.
Yeah, Jose.
One kan kam ne Mr. Obin.
Hmm.
Ja abusia we de ya mfe ho amema anga emo aye kola. Topic we de na me kan part 2 no pa na me hu you know Mr. Obin ho no manage yi because system no dey no odinti once you kwan a obefa so a obebeat no dey an ye ebe mi akon na yedamasi bio na system no dey opese obeat na de bia se de Mr. Obin kan kosua ho na sua ba bia wote no e first principle amatweregu sika ba bia me dem na no na ho no matweregu tim bia o se me ni bosso se me hunu me ho na me hu ba bia me tie esa dia system no mintimi beat no kola na se ya me bia me start ye se me obi bai obi a start se me nkosi signboard na so fa nya botre o be man ko fi ada yire me tito wase mamen fa man no ke kanza me de man no ke kan kakala ko me ni wa fi signboard na ada no be en ko frin nkosi signboard ma me so nti we de na we de Mr. Obin kan pesa be de en kra kakra bi ma no ai e kan say last Monday no Mass TV na me wo shop bi a me ta de na TV ne da ho na papa bi be enso ne yire ba ho be ta de e wo Kumasi na o start ya na ai host no de topic ni tu jana na my ni interested ba na say o mo ye busy on person mako nti no o person ka Mr. Obin de ada say ni location na say ni page bi na say ni bi betuja but o jira ho be 5 minutes no nti o kan siri se mbi se man we o to ko dran ko bo kapa
Because also my information and son why you are wrong.
Endo ye na me ye me ye me kire no nti ho na o se kire no kra na omkofo omka no nti me ye se nka me ka kire next time obetimi aye ho bibia because obi wo ho a o move ni ade we dey after na ye hu se mo ba na ye hwem sa na ye nitimi gimum because mo amo ne ye backbone no mo ho na mo adwuma ye sere na nanom ne odoma nkoma so mo am ahoden ne nkwa ne de keka ho nyina na mo nso mo mfa mo nsua de mo sua bi nka ho na mo nya bi nkyere yin cause mo ni ho aja ebia e bitimi abo ablabon de vat ye bebre cause so de ye sua film ho na so we de aseda na nti me kwa mu bi aba ta chirin kakla so fa ba fi ya da mase woni utim ni Mr. Obin ni tim zo an kam ya da mu nyina mase
okay Sami eje
yo was off of a cham na
eje
dem say Mr. Mr. Obin said anti be na in fact me too kwan for na mo fast get go fia na o say me too kwan de ya I do me too kwan ba routine te dey ya it's a befa tim Mr. Obin we na wana friend no one dey am catch me say madam see area crowd what no bibi kakra bi kra no anopa breakfast bi ni ade bi na be kra na say day kra no utimi see bi 100 cedis a ebebo me cry beginning no oh yeah no way nan say your friend your fa asuma ka chi me ye pa we see my start na day bi kra no utimi 200 cedis na am say sure oh say the na me ka no etimi ya ma tino me de nyina no enti bia ye ba me de ma je ma adwen da Say Kuruma and Yada Metrahedi, a cra 5 years crab Mentrahenisa. A bakra, they say Kakaka. We meet the Miss Mr. Oben, Church and the Chica Cracker. But because of part, immediate aim say, the mechanic said, if you ask no do be, so why do you move piano? Because maybe there's some argument say, in the Kuruma. And now, Metrami Yamotome. When there's some argument say Ghana ne Meneska. I had the answer at the swim can be seen. It's no meno, there be a number woman small girl if you want to so no. One so praise since I'm a fanamra, feel same didn't come out say, and the brand tell me na the opposite any and I'm see you. First now so since I'm a famra, Yametran and Warren, but if you don't say, Genetia. Maybe a man back of Suka Upeso started BBR starting on Kakranka. Imagine say in Ponche, Nanka Bianca, meet men as Gabia, met my to be about 20 and 50, but yeah, I'm sure no. Say my man say every month Tibiano, Meta Ponche Barco, every month Tibiano, Tapons Barco. Think I crank, and you be so that our romance so no, a monitor, a mamma crack. Immediately, me, then there's some of you say, and you say, be crack, beer, never mind. But what's that thing getting because bu too quiet. I feel no why start to Ghana. Okay, so Queen Boomer system no ufi watch it. Assessa Sentino. Oh, you know, I want to say be a whisker. That's when you need dinner whisker $100,000, £200,000 the bar, and that's when you need dinner. But shit, I'm assassin which. I mean, the man be also free Germany or Ghana or Koeno at when you be a man to find Biana or so call oil lab technician, no coy lab quiz. I feel and say your friend, I said, was a Johnny system, the beating him like Johnny Asaba, England. And I'm saying, be able to quite proud, couldn't you take a crank at least? Can you name a crank? I'll be to me, the he be no. When she no, like when you're not using him in terms of pet name the extra coin. They say, you know, the Jumo be in a basa ama. I said, Johnny, as I'll buy you. To the media, they be a American say, I don't know what they say about dream. Not persistence, you are going to say, Chinchina, because you know, there's some of them say, we business are a day, they are risks involved. Timidem in the SMA dream. They know, my dream is the same. We quote number year, means say a part of the game. It's a 10 times, 100 times, run a year. Meaning say at least they touch 101 idea. A day, the media. My mammy and I didn't know where and I see now I'm saying, ma, because I may worry with Grumha, meet me, the person, me put and pay, meet him in the room. The media, I now by a day, not so dear, time you draw. Mammy didn't kind of crank a monacaja, which means be asked whether my papa crack of man. I'm saying, mammy, me pan to 2 million. Ah,
And obi ka say we are source
Source of livelihood.
ubadia ubua
no be eja and the bawa which me show ban kakra na so ma me bana se me be je me niam yi a de mo ha me de mo bi matin e be commit me na more than that ya ma
Yeah.
that then now put me bana the at least kakra na me because me no pese bi a me read the books na me titi na me take step bi a so I did be me trim na say me hwe me to be video 1 2 na me na idea ne pe I'll just write it down. The next step is him to one on. Now I don't want to wait say be make me raise capital £30,000, £50,000 before I say my baby create even if it's £1,000 crown and meet him there start. Yeah. That's what I believe in. To me the my journey I've already made up my mind. And I don't think say will be able to stop him no one. And just say my crowd on call him so no kind of damage because what Sammy goes are I've written everything. I've written everything that goes to what I'm going to go by. It will be in things I'm having. no matter what to be in with my sound was meant like 4 years grand, I said 3 years grand. You know, Madam Mr. Obias be na Madam was what I'm saying, and then my first time my basso. That was be in Amco so an age. Yeah, it didn't wait no kakra means use ya. James say kakra meeting me come.
That's it, that's also we share with the and that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
think Nazir.
Nazir, okay.
Mohammed.
Nazir. Okay. Yanko.
Before me church would be
so.
Mr. Tesla, Michiao.
Hey.
Can come say the underground anymore. My can come Tesla.
Me Tesla no, mami nchire mu yi. Me Tesla ni Tesla na onim Tesla car no. Yes, it was once.
No, I know. I thought the other day you talked about that Tesla.
Yeah.
No, that's what I do now. I don't know me sure me say Uber kasa na me fa okay can come na you say way. Yeah, Mr. Obiaka off card. And can say me this one question be now so I say what call break. Now offer that Usi
Mr. Kasa.
Okay, nam anka me say me bisa no question be now so I call break we there. Na me bisa so me abo advert bi kakra wa ha.
Koso.
Okay. Yeah,
Mr. Question answer. Mr. Obian.
Okay. Oh, now I'm saying, Mr. Obin, like at what point, maybe business because time now all my speech no matter what I say. Sometimes I go crowd. Want me to meet koto property bia for mudima rentals, but at that same time, no, they were still renting. I'm saying, like at what point and though maybe who was you can afford it, but at what point should you like now kuska bebre now to and now build property and now to like wakoto fee. That was what I wanted to ask him.
Okay. Well, how?
Yeah.
It you.
At what point? We do business now. You know, say Gina. And this we use card no free adwuma no mu a business na ho bɛkyere no.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially on say be our business na oh yeah koso but who say so we say sika no kosi sa dan na now the koto sa car na this also kopelo and I support be answer what me run business na. We just ho yanso. Okay, baby, I will use kind of free movie face the business can run. Abraham compare people saying me so more. Then you at that point, well, and yet business na yep 500,000 a month na there. And you need to sit down. Especially that I can with me in the shortest possible time. You don't have to rush. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's because I quite remember now that Odia no Kabi say I believe say it was despite.
Yes.
Was he now Warani was it Peace FM now? So at the same time at that time no one if you but he was running business I was in millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Now so he was still in a rental property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Akosia Kraso come Matilda.
Yeah.
And also dancing kind of so.
Yeah.
So
Legend true. True because okay we me and maybe me buy na me be share no. Say Satan na ye mu bi enim. I think so for Bev, my cat say in a chowder. First time I own project be other now quiet BBI so sano. We realize that Sikanu Kuma and my back. Then that same effort, even those all paper, but you are doing the good thing, but with the wrong approach. But the same unit now make at least we started with a 2-bedroom and come within a year and come we are my rent time and no who air bound for so in the next 2-3 years. Can I say another 2 unit air day? So see, I honestly are there quiet to the equity. Despite any a great example, even though the business was worth millions, but still not all or rent it until the time of coffee, you know. Maybe 6 months, no, we teach any back on legend and our kind of some no, was teacher no. 3 months because that money was there and the business was still running and he was able
That's
to
right.
do anchor business. Yeah.
Yeah, we Ghana, you're down for young guys, no, be down for yes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, ka started that. Obi a mami obi a crab catch. Hey, started bi na one yeah. Ko ya na afia de wa kwhwe.
Ana Mr. Beff we there Mr. Depending nipa no vision baby a won so pese uduru no. And also count. Obi ho a no ne target e bia wonya be 10,000 20,000 a month bia we okay. But last time I meet you saw piece of FM was it the next 10 years or person build your refinery go Ghana this any panel o catch this one consider ya on net 9 years of was see you so ni vision done ni so no onya one city kula wa de ko vision no ho nti no it depend on so vision no and also count
Yeah, that's a good yeah.
And for example back so I'm say fi ti say me fie ha me ti e fie no kakraka so no mabochire for fie omo di si ho ma me no na me bedru ye no because me hwe se ne niam wo fie na me se me pese me feel comfortable pa sika me di be hye no more than 300,000 Ghana cedi. More than that, and sana metime wie fie no. But part me wie no, my bedroom, my kitchen, baby I say betime manya baby ada. And me jade akari nyina se ne me hu ye no. And as can me di invest. And sika no bedru baby no. Afi di aka no so we are just 2 weeks no aye ni nyina awie.
Yeah.
So wasem no. And it depend baby opose udru. Yeah, scan afi ba wetimi asay no.
When we say I say Danny ye idea, but they also tell us say say rental property is different. It be no be produce. But what they also say what the question mark him.
Scan ma
Be a maybe. Your friend say, "Oh, can we advert no na?" I'm saying, "You know,
advert is about like farming equipment, tractors, in Yamayama. So be paid. I mean, we have the list. You bet me also see man. And I say, okay, miniature square, cause I say, some initiative be maybe we say tractors, sometimes, or prices, ni boy, Inti akapese BBC maybe if there are group of people or maybe person to tractor no yeah bet me aya omo organize omo who talk tractor no a ye be manage tractors no ama omo because I discover say kintampo ho no like they need those farming equipment over there because kintampo no so omo ye farming wo ho pa yeah they do ko no. We cannot meet the demand, especially during farming season. Untimi meet the demand. There's the demand for it over there. So the person create some initiative. There maybe group of people they can come together, purchase the tractors. It doesn't necessarily have to be you purchasing it through us. You bet me tractor or baby. Now they are
manage.
Yeah, be manage ama o yesu tam no do na yesu ya ju kakra bi.
Okay.
Inti so be pesa, you don't necessarily have to source it from us. You bet me akoto tractor. Na ye be manage ama wade no so ye di tractor be bosu. Move bi a be hu say tractor move. So one who scar, then you can ask question. Hey man, who say me tractor cover must be see now so manti bibia.
Number is number is
my number 510-689-8932. Me wa California. Do your guy be Ghana I no be Juma no for that if you someone want to do some enquiries about some project and or bet me a frame. Nah, then we can we can move forward.
My verify number no. Number is 510-689-689, right?
Yeah, 689-8932.
Okay.
Yeah, nipa no obeti ma me wo WhatsApp so.
Me the number no to hama atif na my.
To be, I mean.
Okay. It will be a tractor issue. So what I say, upebia ye juma and I say wasu ubi na say uni obi ama ne jima wa betimi ama ne jama to frɛ Azari Muhammad. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, bet me yes we no ama. Yeah, because kintampo no sa machine no wa mu hia no papa especially during the farming season.
Okay.
Because there are more tractors no during the farming season it's like some form of monopoly. But bet me I catch you say one you see me and plow land there. Like so be harvest unyama men frame. Because on him say there's the demand for it into one be found kura or be found because nipa no the conditions be juma. Because like rice combine harvesters who because kintampo no wamu rice farming pa into either or. So if you can afford the combine harvesters, it's up to you because yakasa yakoto combine harvester anubi because the demand for it over there is crazy. I think it's something that if you invest in it, your returns, the returns are encouraging.
Okay. So obi a wo pay tractor aye juma and as a farm equipment Mr. Muhammad this number and as a wo bi upeso bi manage mawa because I'm say a time na ye kakra ba the three people omo actually yam obia 2 minutes na komun try na omo finish my
sharp.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sharp. Eti your time no a friend say Joe Mo na Ima ubia 1 minute sharp nanka ye finish ke pon by 1 minute sharp na ye free until you start your free Joe so Joe yes 1 minute bia
Mr. Befi can come in boss the gas and then pay for also and then Madia Moye teche you see pop now it was Celebia so no we assemble this kind of brilliant people to give this kind of education every day. The crown mechanism is Bibia or Biopeso Yogana Biano. Onhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ nso a ɔnhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛstarte no nkakra sɛ wowɔ kurom mu akora woabrɔkyɛ baabi a wobia no starte no nkakra mɛntwɛn sɛ wobua sika no bebree ansa na wode akɔyɛ ɛbɛkyɛ ɛba saa nso a wontumi ngani experience but wo start small as you go forward you learn from it the negatives and the positives you'll be learning going forward now figure with my structure so the system is just say we have millions of dollars that's now a structure of business or Ghana. The systems is just to every small thing the system is how you're going to put it together and make sure it's a day by day and day to day activities of the business is simple as systems. Mr. Beff, you can come any boss at the chairman chair, I think but we shouldn't wait yɛtwɛn ma ɛnya sika kɛseɛ ansa na yɛde akɔyɛ kakra bi bɛnya bia na yɛfa nkɔ start from there na sɛ yɛhwɛ no yie nso a ɛbɛkɔ n'anim meda ase.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and I'm say Mo.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Me too catch you, Mo.
No, Michelle.
Is it cash number? Cash
No,
number.
no, am I? No.
Yeah, boy.
Am I? And then I Madam Fubina, Neko Manual B Afri I Bruni bi onye nkukọ ene kwose ko pesa Manual bi dia kopete ye makoso. Nti ase kwa me ho panyin bia na ma jana me na di nko. Madam for hwe mi sa na say me se manye ska dia ne me pene because it seems as me nim panyin for pan so ska ne yam bai.
Network no.
Ewa.
Ne me ko bobo mo she. Nti ba na me hu say my boss can come and post a we or na is on the status and I'm so much a cry man be sua de kakra and enti me balit ba china me kwa reverse SIT. And I think say the way we can only beat the system is to learn more from you people. Yes. And then no hana meka say course sua de free mun chen and then we to beat the system no because some people will sit waiting for God, waiting for chance, lack or politics or school education. No, and my team BT system no. And see, that's what I just want to see. Like I was saying, especially learning from the right people, like you people. And that's it. China, mesabati.
That's it. Sharp. Mo, thank you so much. Ima.
I contribute then now if man the right yeah maybe I've been good disappointed. I know many madam I can't I don't
Yeah, I think the microphone here far away from you.
Yeah, until Kasani.
Okay. I mean, please. Madam Fubina na ope anche be free me chana na mini needing komo fa doing business in Ghana.
Okay.
Na some many the kind no. Mso bi so manadu na mse o se emboa. Well, no ope se wodi ka try be Ghana. Na enkoye ma no. Na now no so say untimi nko now sisi we hear a bit of time because of the family issues. I will come and say into no person ko see a dime. Kona do bit my no person ko see dime to raise money. You do Ghana and ko turn on their starting business. But that's another for back catch and say or say dime so see na say what on Ghana oboboka. Ehun hia say we see dime. But na me just say nka ebeboa. They kawaii just to raise money no. Nti no bia musumu ha bi obu o animdi bi bit me man me dem man pacho no 24.
O sit down for business and
is it the right thing to do?
O sit for business and I say
to raise money. We see nanka what turn out there to raise money because now because your boss can no papa.
Oh, it's just a form of like saving, you know.
Yeah.
Time no sit down via
no aton.
Hey,
or tons can or the working capital.
Tricky.
Na ko de adia na ko adia pa na ko peso ye.
Yeah, no mom no or person be farming mom say I don't know idea or much interesting.
Yeah, and we have capital for the farming. That's the
yeah. For now unya my no. And I said the way time of disappointed no. Person business or no bagana. Nti on person be best start abra wo ha say.
Can't wait cry.
Yeah, the American children say and the biggest and the safest in form of investment, and I say holding investment, let me put it that way. ASA obeto asase. Say farming no person yeah. Sabri no see no there is land rush in Ghana. Farmland especially. In this always sikano no person or the boy sikana no there. When you sikana say better 20 acres, when ya baby no water what to first one ABA 5 why your papers who wants a nipa na would do any matter what to as I say one hono a genuine person then the next consignment wape Ghana crowd there your system say I am for the name no say would your first one who did no crema ma na utia the watono ketwana watona would make a journey say menka me pekese abom me pese me tokese na surveyor nin survey menje pom na je paper no hene nin sign to ho na wutua wi a na waje paper no wutimi ye ne sa asase ye
as a installment for this
yes
but ma go into agreement
yes who will be wo hodada what to be 10 acres wo mo ho no waka chen na me pese me talk bi kan ho ba si sika nche den ni me ho inti no twa bi a 20 acres ka me ho na memfa ma me be 5 months na memfa ntua it instead say this is can be to cement ni ade because insase efisase wo Ghana say no ubewie no na ehun nsem ye bebre say de na omo kan no say dan ni si no na legend ka say dan ni si no sika no ekwa e bi ba ekwa e ma eye non returnable income and awoye and I say investment and awoye but say why na adwene say farming or person oye there on focus you on buying, amassing a lot of farmlands. Indeed, or you ready, or be ready, no. Na assassin a crown or torn maybe a 5,000 per acre, no. Na that time maybe assassin a cobe 10,000. And no qua who 50 acres out in Mikamu 25. A ton now dear a year would they manage you 25 or no. Indeed, for me, if I'm in his shoes and I know say for sure a Greek and pesa me ya. Enya Greek in put and pesa me ya. This year ne woko $1 na soti we be there soti into no the class as muto kwa asase ne de e kosra e Ghana and $1 soti as I say bo na so ntemba from dollar affect as I say bo I know one thing because for me if I'm in his shoes this is what I would do for now with agribusiness booming in Africa. Any country you find yourself on the land of Africa, buy land. And I've been drumming this for about 1 year ago. They know the return on investment. I will not minimum the no a dine of us out ha ebi a woka se bi a woto apartment bi na there Airbnb na ma usika kosi se obeko fia eno ye different but we go see from scratch
na beto bo
so
esi ne de
o asase ne da ho a eno fancy asase no na ma asase ne da obedu na asase ne boa ye din na waton asase no dan say we go put all your effort on it ube wie no when your real estate agents ne bebre wo ho almost see adan ne bebre they have the market who you new who come now we kotofo from wabama said you more can no kre who need real estate business no na wo ton wo dan a problem Ghana because look at it say Ghana no nipa dodo saying na omo ye aban adwumafo na do wani beto omo so omo wesika ebia obetimi age bank loan farmer no wasi ne dan no team no ye na afu no he is content with what they have. Into who are your target market and you're one. And so if you want to go into the agribusiness, I would say or investing in land on tons as a mum and no a much more secured, much more safer. So I said the other way will be uncle book as I was so by cement bag a bit in the job 3 times. You try near San for the near San Beton those things, For me, that's my opinion, though, because I am an advocate for agribusiness and buying land. That is what I know, and that's where my field of interest and my field of passion is. When then I'll tell him, say, solidify your grounds by buying more lands. Who are land in that now you can sell the land, take the money, and use it for something else, or you can lease the land to people. Okodu Ghana no ankasa kwa obetumi abaye like farming real estate. You can interest people to invest in your farm, then you share the profit with them. So you have a working capital from other friends who are interested in the trade in our way. And so that's my piece of advice to Medasi.
Thank you, Fedu. On that note, your friend say, that this part no about maneti. Why? So yeah, I know maneti no I way.
Yeah.
MC, our time is so far gone. You know.
Hey.
Yeah. I want to work a your friends, because a minute be NDA. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, beating the system and building wealth. Yeah, wealth near can in yes can come apomudin so den ho. But most importantly, adiabakwa say a tree adwin say you are going to move so wo Ghana and mo bi and that I'll say oko Ghana now ko chichira any but sin empanifo kan nyina and especially say business now start to Ghana starting in kakra say business a full na person start to Ghana starting and kakra na fi manokre especially ufri fear e bi ni mo a senior Mr. Ben kind so bia mema 100,000 we need political connection or affiliation bia no credit and your capital into mano credit honesty should be one of or it's not even one but honesty should be your number one thing o kind of crea ni aka ni nyina ebe and then be resourceful, be self-reliant, and then ultimately have that clear understanding say so whether the system is good or whether the system is bad we and have a clear path and then don't stop learning everything fall in place. Thank you.
Thank you. How to beat the system and build wealth in Ghana, part 2. Part 1 was great. Part 2 was superb. You better try to see the more topics people say near to me. I home justice. MC way a beer dream be I see so many people contribution. Yeah, but be to me say a very insightful and a very educative too. So you're making sure say we spend it wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. On that note, if I do your was a power for your contribution, will be a more mefro. Why? Sharp. Any
you guys are amazing. We appreciate it. Why?
That's soon. Yeah, but